Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome to the Phoenix Winter Arc Season 1 semi-finals going on. First match of the day between Team In Heaven versus Team Gay Fam. It will be a best of 3 series, so we'll see which team will make their way towards the grand finals. Now, without further ado, let us head on towards the drafting phase. Blue side will be Team Gay Fam, and red side will be Team In Heaven this time. So, on to the casters decks. This is the caster Zero for now, and I will be joined by my fellow caster Debbie, but not right now, in a short while. So, without any more delays, let us on to what both of our teams are gonna be cooking up because it is the semifinals, of course, and they are going for those the grand prize with that grand prize in their mind. It is a best of three. So my question is, will it be a clean sweep by either of the teams? Or will the score be a 2-1 in this ending? We'll see. I'm very excited, and I hope our viewers are also excited. But again, if we see the draft right now, Team GFAM, they have decided to go for that Hilda ban, and a as an answer to that, Team In Heaven will be going for that CC. Both of the bans are quite good because as Hilda, she is aggressive. She is known for her aggression. Early game, she is really quite annoying. So I get it why they are gonna be banning out that Hilda, and of course the CC. She is in the top tier EXP right now, and you would not want to give a CC to an opponent who have a first pick, even if it kind of gives you the guarantee that you might get it. So better safe than sorry, right? So CC will be banned out, and of course another ban, the Badang coming in. He sustains a lot. His fist crack also hurts, and of course you can't forget his poking abilities. And if he pairs that with Thunderbelt, then it is definitely game over because as much as it goes in the late phases of the game, he will become more and more tanky. He'll sustain a lot. So it's quite annoying to have a Badang on the enemy. But again, a standard ban coming in from the side of Team In Heaven, respecting the first pick, banning out that Fanny, and of course Matilda. We can't forget how good Matilda is. She has a guiding wind, she has a circling eagle, and her guiding wind is one of the most annoying skills because it provides mobility to your team members, and because of that they are quite hard to catch. And of course we can't forget the shield that she provides as well. And of course our lantern lady Zushin will be banned. So six hero bands coming in from both the teams, quite good. And it's kind of a standard band, meta bands coming in, and first pick going in the hands of Team Gay Fam. It will be the Harith on their hands. So Harith, really great pick, I would say, because he has the burst damage. The more he kind of scales off from the mid to later phases of the game. So if you get the Harriet, you should be careful because he might be the one bursting you down, and you kind of need to keep your eye on his lane as well. As a answer to that Harriet, Team In Heaven will be going for that Sicilian pick for themselves. Again, a late game insurance for them. And okay, a phobias for that Harriet, understandable, but I feel like it's still a little bit early to bring out that phobias. Okay, but again, I feel like phobias might work if Team In Heaven have something in their plan. And of course, the Suyu paired with that Hylos, another really good picks. I mean, both the sides of the team, they are just going for those meta picks at this point right now. So if I have to talk about it, the high loss, picking out that high loss in the first phases of the game, I feel like it's a really great strategy, because if you move on towards the second part of the banning phase, you might just get that high loss ban. And high loss right now with his glorious pathway, really really annoying. And of course his sustain is there, and you never know when he will come charging towards you. So picking a high loss, I feel like it's kind of insurance for them. But we can't forget they have the Granger, they have the Sicilian as the late game insurance for them. But still, we actually never know, because it comes down to the execution part. It's 60% draft and 40% execution, so they need to watch out on the execution part as well. But again, onto the second part of the ban. Selena, also that Eve has been banned out. Selena again with her abyssal arrow, ever since her buff coming in, it's quite annoying if her abyssal arrow hits you. So it's a great thing that they ban out the Selena. And given that team GayFam, they do not have their mage with them, Eve is another great choice of banning. Giving out those zoning abilities, taking those zoning abilities away from them. But again, gacha was open, and it will be locked down by Team in Heaven this time. I feel like overall it's kind of an even distribution of power. But again, Team Gay Fam, they can still go for an early aggression like Khalid. He can pair really well with that Zuyo right there, Khalid on the EXP, or Hylos can also be on the EXP. But again, last two picks for them, it will be the mage, and maybe the exp or the roam. Novaria, okay, Novaria is quite viable here, because they already have that carrot as magic damage. And also Novaria, she is there for the vision, and of course her hitbox increased capacity as well. But they will be locking in for that Vixana, another great mage, I would say, right after Sicilian or Zushin. Great CC, great lane clearing capacity, and with her deathly grasp, she would be able to get off almost any of the pursuit coming in towards her, and hopefully slow them down. But again, last pick Martis coming in from the side of Team in Heaven right now. Okay, an assassin versus a fighter. Martis, he revolves around the early game gameplay. He needs to be aggressive in the early game. He needs to have that early game advantage. Otherwise, it's kind of useless for taking that Martis. Overall, great draft from both the teams. And okay, we see Sicilian and Granger going for that Purify, because they have the high loss, and Shao for that Way of the Dragon. And of course, we can't forget the Eternal Guard or the Deadly Grass coming in from Vixana. Overall, I just hope that Purify is enough for them to get out of any team fights that will be presented towards them. And I hope Martis, he knows his stuff, and he knows how that he will be going for those early game invasions, maybe not invasions, but still early game aggression is really needed in the side of Team in Heaven, while the draft of Team GayFam revolves around the early phases. The draft of Team in Heaven, they kind of revolve around the mid to late, leaving out that Martis, of course. So we'll have to see how both the teams will be working out. And with that, it is the first match of the semi-finals best of 3 series, happening between Team in Heaven versus Team Gay Fams. And both the teams, they have already started on those little poking sessions to slow down the farm of each other. But again, respective lanes coming in for them, and maybe a gentle zoning in, because look at that, too fast for you, going dangerously near that blue buff and trying to maybe invade, but he will be failing and GRG will be getting his buff for himself. So far, Chow's attempt to delay that buff was seen by Gatotkacha, and he definitely got that help. Again, so far no team fights won't be breaking out, but if we look at the rotation of Hylos, he already cleared his lane. He is waiting around that bush to, maybe poke a possible team fight coming in. A great early game rotation, I would say. Suyo is near that Phobius. Prime Nino might go. Okay, Johan is Joanna will be backing off for now, because there were not enough team team members for them to take a team fight, but there might be a change because the turtle is about to spawn. And of course, the team GFAM, they are already near that turtle trying to zone anyone that comes towards them. Martis is already present as well, but he will be deciding that he needs to go for his buff, and so as Suyo as well. So far, really great. Hylos though, he is quite low, half HP. Suyo, okay, charging in, maybe an attempt to, okay, a great snap coming from Suyo, taking that orange buff, and Sanguine Claws connecting. Oh, look at that. Bat's Feast coming out. AOG connecting onto no one. Eternal Guard will be saving them. First blood in the hands of GRG, and that is a double kill with the help of his decimation right there. This is the early gameplay that we are talking about for if you have a Martis in your team. You need that early game aggression. You need that early game lead. With two people falling for, okay, that is four people already falling for the side of Team GFAMs. A lead has been made by Team In Heaven right now. 0-4 score, and the goal difference, it's 2k, 1.5k actually right now. So a great start coming in from the side of Team In Heaven. They just need to keep this start consistent, and they will be able to take this match with almost no difficulty for them. But I say Team GFAM, they kind of need to be careful, because all of these setup, they have a great setup. Gatotkacha can set up well, and of course the Phobius as well. There is a great potential, but look at the bottom lane. Harith is getting ganked. Look at that. Zaman Force won't be there to help him, as the kill will be going in the hands of Granger right there. But Prime Nino tanking that damage, tanking that turret damage for his team, did a really great job. Unfortunately though, he will be getting taken down by the turret. The turret is definitely the MVP there. But again, if you look at all the lanes except for those EXP, both the lanes, they are kind of losing in their own lanes. And too fast for you, trying to maybe do something, but 4 people already in their lane, and the Death Sonata has been used up as well. And the Bat's Feast coming in from Sicilian. Too fast for you will be getting taken down, followed by Harith taking that kill for himself. Glorious Pathway has been used up. Double kill for Hylos right there. A great follow-up coming in from the side of Team GFAM. They are, catching up to the strategies of Team In Heaven, because look at that. Inside the turret, a fight is happening, and that infernal pursuit from Phobius, and of course the Zaman Force from Harith. Harith, he's not dishing out much damage because it's the early game, but AOG connecting right on point. Harith is low on mana, so he will be retreating so far. If only Phobius lets him retreat, but Harith will be taking his kills onto Phobius, and Phobius will be getting taken down. The follow-up is still there though, and a double kill for Granger with the help of his Death Sonata, and of course his Rhapsody as well. Chow might be on the chopping board next, but Team In Heaven, they decide that going for the objective is better than going for the kills. A great follow-up coming in, because the teams, they have the experience, and they know when to go what lane, and a really great communication coming in from both the teams as well. But so far, Team In Heaven, they are leading the score, but the goal difference is not much. So there's still time for Team Gayfam to catch up, and we see a lane change coming in from them. And Phobius gets ganked by three people. He will be getting taken down, killed onto Harriet, and maybe the top tower might be gone though. So Team Inhabit, they might need to watch out for that, while Granger is taking the tower from the bottom lane. Great trade of towers, I would say. Both the teams, they are finding the trades. If your top tower is gone, we'll take your bottom tower, and that is how they even out the goal lead towards them. So again, a team fight might be breaking out, because look at the Martis going in with his mortal coil, but he will be backing off because there is not a good setup. But look at that team Gayfam, they are forced to go back onto their own side of the map, but the chase, high losses glorious pathway onto the wrong side. I feel like that was a clutch, but still a wasted ult, I would say. And the turtle will be spawning in 1 second right now. 7 minute turtle, that is one turtle for each side of the team. We'll see which side will be taking those turtle. So far the control is in the hands of Team in Heaven, and we okay. Hylos trying to dish out some damage from that Granger. Okay, Chow wave the dragon, but the Purify gets used up right on time. AOG connecting onto Hylos, and Revitalize has been used up as well. He is quite low, and he gets taken down by three people right there. A really bad position to be in, but still the turtle was delayed quite bad, and still okay. In Heaven does take that turtle for themselves, widening the gold gap. And it's looking bad for Team Gayfam right now, because the gangs coming in from Team In Heavens are not stopping. 3 people gang, 4 people gang, 5 people gang coming in from them, and the pressure applied towards the side of Team Gayfam is really something. And they need to watch out for any further team fights that will be coming towards them. So far, really great team fight initiation coming in from the side of Team In Heaven. And Gayfam, I feel like at this point they kind of need to just stay low and try to farm up, and go for a little setup, because Hylos is the only one which can kind of initiate, and Chow, he is kind of the pickup hero, so he needs to watch out as well. Still really okay. 1-2, okay. Both Shaw and Hylos has taken the dominance because of that Sicilian. Okay, a pause request from one of the teams will be applied right now. And while we wait for the pause to be lifted, so far, Team In Heaven, they are winning. They are giving that Martis the farm that he needs, and of course the farm for Granger as well as Sicilian as well. If we see at all of the team fights that is breaking out, we see that there are 4 people, at least 4 people gangs coming in from them. And because of that, Team Gayfam, they are kind of in a pickle, because they need to respond to that. They need to respond to that team fight initiation, but they are not able to, because maybe of the lack of the CC. But again, I feel like Suyu is falling a little behind as well, and not able to use Suyu to the full potential. But overall, if Team Gayfam, they do not do anything, then the goal difference and also the advantage would be going in the side of Team In Heaven. So at this crucial point, what they can do is they can wait out for Team In Heaven to make a mistake. And for this they have to be really patient. So I hope Team Gayfam, they get that patience in towards them, and not make any haste, and just wait it out, be chill, don't take any risk, and just play it out really well, because there might be a chance, there might be a little opportunity for them to take the match for themselves. And okay, I have I have a surprise. I feel like my fellow caster Debbie has joined. So Debbie, are you gonna be here with me?
Oh, hello, Gio. I just missed the first game, but I just want to know
It's fine.
how was the first game?
Actually, I'm still in the middle of the first game, and it's between Team Gay Fam and Team in Heaven right now. And Team in Heaven, they are dominating the match, and that is another kill going in the hands of Granger right there. Vixana will be getting taken down. I'll come back to you very soon. So the pause has been lifted. It's already the 9:30 minute mark, and the Lord will be spawning in 3 seconds soon. But the pursuit coming in from Team in Heaven is still there. Glorious Pathway will be of no use because Hylos is alone there and 4 people gank coming in from the side of Team in Heaven, forcing Team Gay Fam to back away. A really great discipline and objective gameplay coming in from the side of Team in Heaven, because it's time for that Lord and you kind of need to go for that zoning as well. So if Team Gay Fam is, kept inside their own base, then they won't be able to contest for that Lord. And an uncontested Lord coming in the side of Team in Heaven right now. So, okay, goal difference of 5k in the favor of Team in Heaven. The Lord will be marching in from the mid lane towards the side of Team Gay Fam, and all they can do is sit back and wait right now. And it's still a level 1 Lord, so they will be able to defend that Lord quite easily until and unless they, one of their teammates just start going in for a brawl. But still, okay, Team in Heaven, they decide to give that purple buff to Sicilian, which means he'll be dishing out more damage. But the Wave the Dragon coming in from Chow, okay, not doing much damage though. And Joanna on that Suyo will be getting taken down. Vixana does take a kill for herself, but killing spree coming in from Martis. He will be able to escape. Will he be okay? A shutdown coming in. Martis gets taken down, and Phobius will be taking Harry down as well. Look at that though, Chow trying to mark Granger, but he is quite low. Oh, that Sonata coming in won't be enough to get him away. High Loss is the only one remaining to defend the base. The minions are pouring in. Question is, will they be able to end this game? Okay, Chow is there for that lane clearing, but I don't think it will be enough. Okay, Suyu does get taken out. Chow will be falling in the hands of Granger inside his own base. Okay, Team in Heaven, they are forced to get back, and Cecilia gets taken down by Suyo right there. But the kill will be going in the hands of Granger, and that is 3 people down for the cost of 1 in the hands of Team in Heaven right now. Even if they were not able to push that tower till the end, these two were able to take out the mid lane inhibitor, and it's quite a bad news for Team Gay Fam, because if you see both the sides of the inhibitors, they are also really low, and maybe in the next minute push they might be able to pop those out, and who knows, the game might end there. But Team Gay Fam, they are given the liberty to get out of their base and maybe try to take a team fight right now, because Finn trying to go for an engage. Oh, too fast for you, landing his ult onto the wrong people, onto the wrong person, and will be getting taken down. AOG connecting perfectly onto one person. Double kill for Granger right there. Maybe a triple kill. Okay, the Sky Piercer does his job, and a triple kill in the hands of Granger. Might be a maniac, because never mind. GRG takes the kill from his hands, and 1 person remaining to defend, but it won't be enough because the crystal will be popped out by the side of Team in Heaven. A really fast first game coming in this best of 3 series semifinals from Team in Heaven right now. If we talk about it, Team in Heaven, already from the early phases of the game, they had the advantage. They had Martis in their hands. They gave Martis the farm that they need. in his hands, literally. And because of that, they were able to snowball in the early game. And the gangs, there were always three of four or five people gangs, and Phobius rotating all the way from his lane towards the opposite side of the map. And because of the rotation coming in, also a great team coordination, I would say, a great setup by Gacha, and a great engage by Phobius right there. And of course, there was actually no one to reach those backlines, because Sicilian and Granger, they were doing all those damage. If we see, it's a 33% hero damage coming in from Granger, and in second position, it's 24% going towards the Sicilian. So if team GFAM, they had someone to go for those backlines, maybe an assassin, then they would have been able to maybe take the victory. But overall, a really exciting first game that we are seeing right now. And the score right now, it's a 1-0, one in the favor of team in heaven. And it's still the semifinals. It's a best of three series, on only the first match going so far, so there might be two more matches. Or the question is, it's a match point for team GayFam right now. If Team in Heaven gets this match, it will be a 2-0 sweep, clean sweep coming in from their side. But will Team GayFam be able to make a comeback in the next match? To find out, stick with us and we will be with you right back. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, welcome back to the Phoenix Winter Arc Season 1 semifinals currently going right now. As we've seen, this is a best of three series. First match already done in the hands of Team In Heaven, and it's the second match that we are going to be seeing. The sides have been swapped, and the question still remains, will In Heaven take a complete clean sweep, or will Team GayFam come back, make a comeback? But before we, find out, before even we are curious, but before we find that out, on to the casters text. This is your girl Zio, and we'll be joined by none other than Debbie. So Debbie, how are you feeling so far?
Yeah, I'm feeling so good, and I just missed the first. I heard that it was so weird to do well, so I am so unlucky. But right now, we can make it up for the second game, right? Because especially for gay fam, they can come out from this, they can learn from their first mistakes, their previous game into the previous game, and try to bring back something right out of the picture that where they can take this game because it is a do or die kind of thing for them right now in this best of three series where both of the teams will be so into it. They do not want to experiment. They just want to take their win and go because in the end, the only one that will be the one getting into the grand finals, and both of these teams are bloodthirsty. They want to go for that. So they want to have that into their grasp. So right now, I want to see what they bring into this table. It's gonna be legit lit.
Yep, the first match it was dominated by Team In Heaven. They had Martis as their pick. So my question is, will Team Gay Fam ban that Martis, or will they, keep him as it is? But I feel like Martis was kind of giving them problems, but also it was because of Katatkacha and that phobias as well. And since Team In Heaven they had that early gank, they Team Gay Fam they were not able to, catch up to that, and it kind of led to the match going in the hands of Team In Heaven right now. But so far, I feel like it's both the pretty standard bans coming in from their side. Of course, the Selena had to be banned, and of course the Zushin as well, and Fanny as well. I mean, it's all the meta bans that we are seeing because each and every one of them poses at least one or two problems for any team who are in the opponents, right?
Yeah, this is a good band. This is absolutely a good band coming out here for the Startup in Heaven team because, like you said, this a newly introduced band, a perma band hero, the Selena, into alongside the Fanny, even with the nurse being hit. I feel like into the good hands, so Fanny can do lots, and I feel like one of these teams understand their situation, and they are gonna be taking out the Fanny so very early on, so as to not have them in the opponent's side and create havoc into their team fight composition. So for now, in gay fam, they just want to take, I mean, out the heritage. So I feel like they can go for that. They are just setting up for the Granger here, but still, for if they ban out the heritage when they are into the second pick, in heaven can pick out this Granger for themselves, or maybe they are for gay fam, they are setting up in heaven to pick out their Granger to give away that Granger and pick two heroes of their choice for themselves too, because the Hylos can be still there, the Retail can be used too, but for now for in Heaven team, they're going to be taking away that CC very early on to this first drafting phase. I feel like they have a strategy of their own. Maybe they want to go for a tanky frontliners, especially the Gatot Katar or the Hylos can be still valid here.
We all know that CC causes a lot of problems, right? She is literally in the top tier of EXP right now. She can go against almost any of the EXP that is presented to us if you master her really well. So I feel like Team In Heaven they know the capability of CC, and that is why they want to ban her out. But again, if CC is banned out, there's still a lot of openings coming in. But in Heaven, they know what the heroes are worth, and first pick will be that Badang for themselves.
Yeah, we completely forgot about the Vadang and the Vadang. I feel like even if it's a good pick for the first pick, I could say that it's just creating a space, not I mean creating a suffocation for the opponent jungles. If it's definitely if it's an assassin that's gonna be picked out by Team Gayfam here, the down here is gonna be seriously worth it. But if I feel like they can use it but down to the flex position also because he can go into the roam as well as the XP too. But if for the side of Team Gayfam knows. No, they can just try to pick out something that cannot be hindered by the Badang here. And I feel like yeah, the Suyo is a greater choice here because out of all the assassins in the jungles, the Suyo just have a better time against against a Badang, even if it is in the wrong position right now. But the first pick that took Qatar, they are using the CC ban for the side of in heaven to their full advantage instead for Gave, and they secure two important heroes for their side. They want to go for the early game composition. Meanwhile, for in heaven, they have to pick out this Sicilian because they know that the Sicilian's late game damage is going to be what they are going to be dependent on. But if they pick out this Sicilian very early on, they have to take something of an early game hero or a 64 hero too.
The problem with having a badang in your enemy is that until and unless you have a dash skill to yourself, you won't be able to go through his walls, and it is quite annoying because even if you have flicker, how many times are you gonna use that flicker? Because it has a really high cooldown. So overall, I feel like you just get something which has a dash, but again, because there's a lot of almost all of the mages, they do not have any mobility skills. So I feel like Badang poses a threat towards them. Aside from that, I think everyone else is safe. So the mage, they need to kind of watch out for themselves because Badang, he has a flicker. He might come in with that flicker combo, and you won't be able to get back out, and you might just be getting a chapati out of your cells. But without further ado, we already see a carry has been locked out for the side of Team Gay Fam right now, and an Irithel against a carry. What are your opinion on that?
For Arizona, she does have the spacing, and if she go for the sprinters, she does have the mobility as well. But for Gary, she has been, a little bit of an popularity right now because she has been taken down, picked up quite a bit, and in fact, the Granger has been completely ignored here in this game too, and they are opting to go for this carry right now. But for Team Gayfam here, if they want to go for the jungle ban, they can go for it here because I feel like the option is to go ban out the alpha here, or if they want to deal with it, okay, they do want to go for this high lows ban here because for I feel like the high lows is more prioritized because they do not want something of a sitting duck like who you he can shock out damage and give out eight to the teammates around him as well. So I feel like this is a good decision too. But for the side of in heaven, they are still yet to pick up their jungle, so they are it's been limited right now. But I feel like in Gave them they are ready to face any kind of hero here because even if for in heaven if they pick up the alpha too, they are just ready to blow it out with the presence of the death Note as well as the spreader like a carry. So it's gonna be worth it. But what I believe is that okay, they do go for another mage venue. So this is an overthinking on their part because I feel like they could have a choice of well, yeah, this kind of good I would say because the Louis and the macro presence as well can be banned away here. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit safer for in heaven right now. Yeah, it's no surprise, shocking factor coming out from the side of GFM here.
I agree. I personally, I feel like betting out that Hylos is a really great relief for the side of Team Gay Fam because we know how much big of a problem high loss causes. So and of course, even if they have that carry, it's still kind of impossible to burst down that high loss all at once. So I think you should ban him out completely out of the map. Literally, just delete him away from the game. But Lucas was still open, and Team GFAM, they decide to go for a Lucas EXP, which means Gatot Kacha will be going in that roam position. Now this time, Gatot Kacha, they have the initiation, they have the sustain coming from Lucas, they have Suyu for the aggression, but the
Mm-hmm.
question is, will they be able to go for that capitalize their team comp that they are having right now, because in the first game they had a pretty great composition, but they were not able to use it to their full advantage because of the pressure that Team in Heaven was providing. But again, if we look, the alpha, the classic counter for the Suyu has been picked up. And since the Matilda was banned out, unfortunately there won't be a Matilda Alpha combo. But I feel like Team in Heaven, they also need someone to penetrate the front liners and go for the back line, and someone who can burst down that carry. Because carry, if she gets that farm, then she will be posing those threats onto Team in Heaven. So I'm excited because both the teams, I like the lineup. They are quite balanced. But again, I feel like late game security still goes in the hands of Team in Heaven. Early game, quite strong for Team GFAM. It was the same as last time, but we'll see. Well, what do you have to say, Debbie?
Yeah, I are absolutely right because for both of these teams they have a perfectly balanced composition. The early game for both of these jungles, the mid game is still there, but for the late game, it happens to be Sicilian and Ircel being together in one place. That means it's gonna be a struggle for the front lines. And for GFM here, they will only have carry that can be, that can be a threat, but the Novaria cannot be discounted as well because he does pose a lot of threat with this kind of visionary that's as he have it all of our skills. So in the end, they have to be it have to be put into the hands of the one who executed this early game very, very well because one of the jungles highly dependent on the snowball potential, especially a hero like the Studio and the Alpha, who's heavily dependent on early games and this first turtle will be the one that decides the fate of the mid game and the late game as well.
I agree with you. And it's a match point for Team Gay Fam, because after this, if Team In Heaven gets that, then they will be, left behind. And it's kind of a high stake because they've come so far, so you don't want to, just go home without putting up a fight. And I feel like Team Gay Fam, they are in the, they are in they have that in them because they want to put up a fight. But if we see mid lane, we okay, Badang is onto the wrong position. Okay, so the Salmon Cross was connecting perfectly. There was a poke. There's still a poking coming in, but the Novaria, I feel like Team Gayfam, they have lack of magic damage, because the Novaria, she is good with providing that vision. She is good with poking with her Astral Meteor, Astral Recall as well. But overall, she does not have that much of a burst magic power for herself. So if I feel like Team in Heaven, they can use that to their advantage and go for a full physical defense, because there's a carry there. Oh, okay, Finn, first blood. It will be getting taken down right there from that Suyo. A great initiation coming in from them as the turtle's about to spawn. And Debbie, it's just kind of working out for the side of Team Gay Fam this time.
Yeah, Gayfam are calling all the shots into this early game where right now, like you mentioned, the turtle will be spawning the first nuclear objective that's gonna be very important. But for Prime Nino, he just have to pop that inventions in order to survive, and the sun will be there. The best impact too will be committed to the AOZ will be there too. There's a lot of resources being used right now, but Joanna, he might be in trouble because he doesn't have the ultimate just yet. But there was a lot of damage coming out from him. The ultimate is there. The turtle is perfectly on time for him to survive a skull, showing the
Oh,
micro presence of himself and sniping Finn down into the bush right there. That's 3 kills to none for the side of Gay Fam, all fully well prepared. And yeah, and now the first objective falling into the hands. So at this point, Dennis Fam here can be sitting in a very, very good goalie and he can go for more.
that Lucas sustained a lot of damage. I mean, he was literally low on that HP and he still somehow survived. And that is one reason you should ban out that Lucas, if you don't have anyone to burst him down. And that is one disadvantage of having a Lucas in your team, in your enemy, because you will be using up all your skills, but Lucas, he'll just be going around tanking all those damage. But Bat's feast will be forced out of Sicilian, and still, since it's the early phases of the game, it's quite of a waste of resources.
Yeah, yeah, like I mentioned, I feel like they shouldn't waste their resources onto this beast, onto this Lucas, onto Hannah, because it's gonna be a waste of resources too, and it's just be out of worth it for them. But look at the stun coming out from Dennis to farm onto the Suya, take him but down very low. He has to flicker away in order to survive that onslaught. So that's another resources being burned down just before the start of the third, but another damage on Silk. He has to be careful, but the snipe is still there for Dennis onto the Suya will be securing another kill on his own. And I feel like this is the prepping they're going to be doing for the turtle. And they might eventually be able to take it because at this point, for the side of Gabe, they are all calling the shots. They are not losing anything. I mean, like in heaven. And yeah, they have to be careful now what they are going to be forcing out. But look at the top side here.
AOG connecting perfectly, and Badang will be getting taken down. I have to commend the sniping skills of Novaria as well as Suyo, because
Yeah.
we've seen them go for that perfect snipe and the damage is there. And you never expect someone to have that much of a perfect aim, but they are proving us wrong. But right now, Prime Nino, he looks in a quite of a pickle because three people onto him. Infernal pursuit to his rescue, but not for long, and he gets taken down. While Suyo takes that turtle for himself. Second time turtle going in his hands, and this time the game control is in the hands of Team Gay Fam right here.
Yeah, both of these teams, it's incredible to see that they are just trading around the map to the top lane, onto the bot lane as well. But unfortunately for In Heaven, they were able to secure that turtle right now. But oh my goodness, AOZ onto the backside will be trouble here. But the flicker is being committed again. Too fast for you. Have to taunt it away. But Stun is there. Mega kill for Dennis Bam onto ZRC. They are just diving in more and more. The fifth crack is still there, but without the wall, they have nothing to do with it. Lyra will be securing another kill, but the boy kill for the hands of Dennis onto the backside. That's with a beat diving in. Joanna dealing a lot of damage and triple kill for Dennis. And Dennis a maniac for the Suya for Dennis. Bam, sitting perfectly in the goal lead with 4K goal into his hands. And he's gonna be bloodthirsty at this time because now he is at the top of the food chain. He is the head.
0-11 score right now, and 7k goal difference at a 6-minute mark. Look at that. Oh, one more falling for the side of
Oh,
Team in Heaven. Hey fam, they are ready for that reverse sweep, and they are not gonna be going easy on Team in Heaven because they already took the first game, and this time I feel like in the first game they were kind of just going easy on Team Gay fam, but you
yeah.
know Team Gifam, they are just maintaining all those pressure and giving the farm to Carrie as well. And if Carrie doesn't get busted down, she will be a trouble in the late phases because her speedy light wheel is already dealing a lot of damage. And of course, Lucas stayed sustained, and it just all works out for Team Gifam this time.
Yeah, gave them. They are all calling the shots, and in heaven, they are in a position where they couldn't be able to take out any of the members for the side of gave them. Right now, they are too tanky. They are too ahead, and as snowballing, Studio is gonna be bulldozing onto the backline. And what can you do when you are an alpha without a snowball, without any damage, without any bills, with the absence of Matilda as well? But right now, the dive is surely be coming out on the side of Janice, but he knows when to back away, where the distraction is gonna be because they are surely eyeing this bottom turret and they will be surely taking it down. But right now, what In Heaven can do is kind of on the side to see because look at that, the dive is there, but Joanna. Even if they are fully committed with the resources of the Joannas, he won't be falling down because this is the Lucas with a lot of sustainability as well. With the Beast Form, he's not gonna be taken down anytime soon because a lack of strength coming out from speed is gonna be the problem here because he does need the equipment because for so far he has built only the Haskell, so it is not the main damage dealing equipment, so it's gonna be hard because he does at least three items in order to check out. But look at that, they will see onto the backside here.
Yep, you know that AOG was just to get back, let them go away from the turret because their main objective was the turret, and it's only the inhibitors remaining for them. And 8 minute mark in the game, it's really good progress for the side of Team GayFam, and they might just be able to end this in 10 minutes or maybe in the next load, but we'll have to see because Irithel and Cecilian, they need to farm up, and if they do not freeze the lanes, then it will be just free farm for them. And if Irithel and Cecilian, they both get that farm, it might be a reverse comeback for the side of Team in Heaven. And for now they are just laying low, they are just being patient and waiting for Team Gayfam to commit a mistake. But still, the Lord, okay, Team in Heaven, they are kind of planning to go for that Lord, but I don't think they will be able to because there's a level gap and there is also the goal difference that's coming in between them.
Yeah, you do not see much of a kind of fight coming out from the side of in heaven. Like you mentioned, they are so below. They have to give this lot away in order to survive because, yeah, it's kind of hurt. It's kind of hard for them to go into this kind of composition where you are so behind with the presence of a carry to the Joanna onto that Lucas has been such a nuisance to a damage soaker. As I mean, it's kind of a with the lack of words, I'll say damage soaker. It's gonna be so hard for in having to have a comeback right here because they are trying too hard to pull this game back into their own favor, but it's still not working because looking at the economy wise, it's 13 12K goal lead and it's gonna be rising and rising because a lot will be marching down to the mid lane and in no time there will be a lot of sets, a lot of fights going on, but the AOZ will slowly come into play. But look at that, they are just trying to dive in again.
Yep, the Lord is marching in from the mid lane, and Astrolico connects perfectly.
Oh,
The perfect two people AOG coming in, and too fast for you. Will be taking his kills onto Badang, but look at that shutdown for coming in from Sicilian, and also Lucas get the such shutdown, but Suyu getting legendary on his hands, and three people down for the side of Team in Heaven. Two people remaining to defend, but not more because the double kill coming from Suyo is dealing the damage, and one person remaining. And Sicilian, how long will you be able to defend? Because there is three people attacking the base towards you, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, they have pushed out a third match, and the score is a 1-1. I mean, how exciting is this, Debbie? One complete domination coming in from both the teams in two different matches, and this time the third match will be a decider for them.
yeah, that's definitely because I feel like when you say that gay fans are not still showing their true colors yet, this is what they wanted to do. They want to drag this game into this last game so as to have a good fight against in heaven. But from now, I feel like in heaven will be put in a mentality where they are gonna be trying so hard, trying their best, pick out their best heroes, pick out their best composition in order to take this game because like we all know this is a semi-finals and they want to go into that grand finale and grasp the trophy too. So this is gonna be a legit good match because both of these teams they are bloodthirsty. They want to take that. They want to take the gold. They want to take the trophy. So it's gonna be an absolute cinema.
Yep, I agree. If you see the team fight participation, Gatot Kacha and Irithel and Badang, actually all of the members from team in heaven, they have a 100% team fight participation. And if you see Gadat Kacha, he has an 100%, so he is the one initiating all the team fights. He's there in every team fight, and he's there to zone team in heaven out. And I mean, the score, it was 0-12 until the
Mm.
7 minute mark of the game. I mean, how determined you have to be for to give your enemy a zero score, how carefully you are playing, and that team discipline really comes out, team coordination also comes out. And it's really interesting that both the teams, they are trying their best to win the match. And this time, definitely the draft went in the favor of team GFM, and also the execution part as well.
Yeah, it was perfect. I would say it was perfectly done, and both of these teams are readily trying to go for their best, trying to do their best too. But yeah, we have to go directly into the third game, ladies and gentlemen. But before that, we are going to be taking a very short break because both of the teams are quite hyped up and very ready because we'll be coming back soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Like we have promised, it's gonna be a very, very short break, and now we are back but onto this scene, and this is gonna be the final, as in the final match between In Heaven and Gabe. And because even though first game was being taken down by In Heaven, Gabe managed to do so to make a comeback into the second game, and now they are dragging this game into the finals because they do not want to back away. They just want to take this with blood, sweat, and tears. So Bob's tears will be so, so ready, will be so serious. So I have to say, it's going to be a very, very important and a deciding match for both of the teams so far. But right now, let me introduce you to my friend here. It's going to be our caster for now, Burger.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, previous two matches, I was not able to see or spectate or whatever it is. But then, I mean, it's a deciding factor for both of the teams. So, I guess we would be seeing a really dire fight in this match. So, I'm really interested to see what will happen. And I mean, the hero compositions and the plays and the outplays probably. But let's see and proceed to the banning section. It's gonna be the both infamous mages getting banned from both of the sides. I mean, Cecilion and Zeushan being the beast. I mean, Cecilion is quite a late game mage, but then Zeushan, you can take the lead, right from the early game due to her Lantern Flare. So, I mean, let's see. What do you think? What else is gonna be banned here, Debbie?
For because seeing the past few games, I would say that for both of these teams, this Lucas has been such of an importance, and they have been ignoring the Granger, so the Granger hasn't been that much of a choice for themselves as well. But for Gay Fam right now, even if they are into the blue side, they can ban out the Fanny too, because the Fanny is still out there with so much of a risky plays, and it's just too much for them to take this Fanny if they try to go into the backline. But right now they are be safe, playing it safe, just ban out the phobias because they do not want to deal with the phobias. They do not want to deal with the phobias with a good thing too. So I feel like they do understand their homework. They want to go all in on this, and they do not want to risk. Even if the metas are there, right? There are some heroes that can be used by those people, those players, and if you understand them well enough, it's gonna be such a hard thing for them to do as well. But right now, what would in heaven do here? Because there's so many choices for them to bet on. Because like in the previous game, if they ban on the Lucas here, it's supposed to be good. But if they have an answer for the Lucas too, it's gonna be fine here.
Yeah, I mean, the previous, as you described in the previous game, those heroes were really annoying, and I feel like specifically talking about June, he is a really versatile hyper or EXP laner, I would say. But
Mm-hmm.
as you said about the Fanny getting banned, it is gonna be banned from uh, you know the side of the red side, and I mean, again, here we could see Matilda getting banned out, and I mean, a great support. And I mean, yeah, like with a guiding wind and the circling eagle completes the whole combo for chasing as well as protecting her teammates from the dire situation.
Yeah, that's perfectly true. And you do not, even if you do not get it, you do not want to ban it out again. So I feel like this is a very good choice for the side of JD fans to ban it out. But they did have a chance, right? They did have a chance to pick it up themselves, but they did not want it to. But for right now, Gay fam, they are denied a pick. They are denied the Lucas for because Joanna onto the Lucas was such a menace for them for in heaven into the red side. Even if they try to go fully onto the Lucas, it wasn't working out well for them. He was just too much tanky. But one thing I noticed about these two teams is that they do not want to go for the Granger. They do want to go ban out the Harris or the USL too. But for the side of Gay fam here, they are trying to go and do the same thing as in pick out the Gatot again, give too fast for you his comfort hero because he has been so amazing in the set, and this is their currently their synergy, I would say. The synergy, like they have a rumor who's gonna be coming in late, and they have an XP laner who's gonna be the distractor. But right now, a direct answer for a hero like the Gatot is gonna be the CC, which was banned into the first game, into the previous game, but right now it's been open, so this is gonna be it.
And I mean, Prime Nino taking in the CC. XP laner, go to the XP laner for now. Let's see into this meta. And about the heart that we were talking about, it's gonna be getting picked by this side of In Heaven, and I feel it's gonna be a lot annoying for Gay Fam to choose a marksman because I mean Harit almost um, dominates his lane. I mean the goal lane with any given marksman, I would say. But then, what do you think? Like, what would be a good counter against this hero?
Which one is that? The thing about this, I felt like I thought that the Harry, if it is being picked out, the Fanny has been such a great counter. But right now for Speed, he's gonna be having a good time because the Fanny they have done it out for themselves as well. But right now, what do they do is that they seriously want to go for the Selena into this final match for themselves. So it's gonna be easy into this early stage of this game because the Selena and the Gacha combo is something you do not want to mess with into this early game. So here we are. Great GR is keeping his hands on his comfort hero. The studio has been so much of a comfort for him as well because he's been performing so good onto the studio, and we have seen Dennis Palm onto the studio too. So both of these heroes gonna be a trade as well because this is the most popular hero, two heroes so far in tournaments, the Hayabusa and the studio. But right now, for in heaven, they do not want an invader. They do not want something that can go to the backline. So they don't really ban out the Hilda. So I feel like they have something in mind for their mates, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they do need to, save up some options themselves. They don't want to mess on some really good mages. I mean, and like as far I know, I mean, after a short break from casting, I'm seeing Selena being used so constantly, specifically in the tournament lobbies and in tournament matches. But then I haven't played rank, so I mean, I'm still confused. But then here we could see two of the good, I would say, goal laners as well as I mean flex picks. I mean, uh, definitely is Hilo and Hilda on the EXP side. But then, I mean, let's see which heroes will be getting banned out, and it would be the Moscow. Obviously, yeah, I mean, Moscow with the speed attack speed build can counter Harit as well as dodge. I mean, his synchro fusion damage as well. So I guess it would be a really great op to ban him, and let's see what's gonna be the last ban from the side of GayFam.
Interesting, because for for gay fam here, they are banning out the high-lows and the tanky frontliners because they do not want to go for the main ban because I thought that they would be definitely going for the main ban there because they for in heaven right now they are still yet to pick up their mates, but I understand now. I understand because they have a Selena who can be a nuisance for the backline mages even if they go for the Farsa or the Eve, the Selena is gonna be there just trying to stun you when you are ulting in the perfect composition as well. But yeah, it is understandable because they trust their Selena to deal with any kind of damage, any kind of mage into the opponent's side. But for now, Finn is going to be picking onto the Joe head, which is definitely going on to the roaming position. And it's going to be so good for now for the early game. But the problem is who's going to be tanking all of those things into the late game because Joe head is literally not made for all those kind of AoEs, crowd control, not just like the Gatsu is capable of. And it's gonna be so hard because they are gonna go for a pick-off hero. The CC is gonna be going on to the backlines, dealing a lot of damage, but who will protect the backlines? Who will be that team? Who will be the hero that's gonna be soaking up all the damage for your mates and your marksman? It's gonna be hard for in heaven here because right now they are in a position where they have to pick up a mate. They can be a solo, they can fly solo, they can go alone without the protection of the team as well, but no, they decide to go and be risky and go pick out and leave when there's a Selena present.
And I mean, talking about Selena, they definitely went with a Louis here, so we would be seeing a lot of diversion plays from the side of In Heaven. But I mean, let's not underestimate Selena right now, as well as the diversion plays. That's really terrible, and sometimes gives you up a heart attack because your opponents does pop up in some unexpected bushes. I mean, you just chilling and suddenly you just get ganked, 5 men ganked out. So that's a really crazy experience to be honest. And I mean, goosebumps all over.
Yeah, definitely goosebumps a little, but you know what? I'm excited to see because I've seen three heroes that can dive into the backline for gay fan, but for the side of in heaven, they have a composition where they do want to go for the pickoff, so it's gonna be a battle of a pickoff as well with the CC with the Suya too, and not to mention the Joehead. So the early game will be well, the Joehead will be shining, but this is where Joanna comes in with the Uranus, and Uranus damage soaker, a disturber, a tempo breaker is gonna be in the rest and the land of dawn. But right now, for both of the teams, they're gonna be playing real slow in these early days of this game. But when the rejector is there, you're supposed to see a very very good fight coming up on the side of in heaven.
And I mean about the trades in the early, I guess the ejector will help a lot. But then you do have the abyssal arrow to check out on the bushes as well as Gazut Kacha is there to sustain the early game damage provided. But look, I mean the damage coming in from the Louis, the output is really high, and that's I mean the effect of duality because the yin and yang combination hurts a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. The early game pressure is definitely going into the hands of the Louis, which is highly unlikely, but it still did happen just because of the Joe into this early stages of this game with the rocket launcher as well as the ejector he's gonna be the threat for himself. But right now, it becomes a position where one of the jungles will be having their level 4 advantage, especially the Hayabusa who does need that shadow kill to take down the backline, especially onto that marksman as well as the Louis, but meanwhile he's rotating onto the bot side. Look at that burger.
And I mean, a fight is starting out. Unstoppable Force as well as those Rocket will be finishing off, the Hayabusa here. And look at that, Selena trying to provide some stunts as well as damage towards the opponent, but she won't be, charging back. And look at that Abyssal Arrow connecting out as well as Abyssal Trap. But look at that. I mean, Louis. I mean, not Louis. It's gonna be Soyu securing the kill for too fast for you. I mean, looking in a that dire situation right now, Gifam.
Yeah, this is a dream start for the side left in heaven right here, especially on a hero like Suyo on GLG again. So it's gonna be a perfect for them to say the least. But right now, I feel like of what Hayabusa can do is try to farm a little bit, catch up with the farm and lose of the turtle too, and maybe try to focus on the top side instead because he's the only one who can take down speed onto that Harriet. And if this goes into the mid lane and the Granger hasn't been farmed out, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for them to come back because they cannot put their game into their tempo too, and it's gonna be so much of a distraction for them as well. But right now they're gladly fighting
Look
on.
at that. That would be pulled out, and GRG would be finishing him with a soul severe right there. I mean, Gatot Kacha going in too recklessly here.
Oh, that's a dive. Okay, that was a risky dive coming up as well. Yeah, he just managed to stun onto that Louis, but yeah, the Louis does have a protection of the Prime Nino right here into the CC. He was rotating quite well against the Uranus, especially against a Uranus, against a sustainable hero like the Uranus. He's gonna be having a good time as he's been rotating so far. And right, but looking at the top side, there might still Korean and yeah, TRZ is trying to look for some kind of fight. The sun did land, but yeah, he doesn't have that chance to go into the team fight because they're trying their ejector user. The unstoppable force is in the absence and the zero head was not there. So I feel like they have to be careful when they are trying to dive in because they do not want to risk giving away any kind of turtle or ghoul to the side. But look at that, the diversion being used onto the bot side.
And I mean, trying to look up for a setup. I mean, trying to set up a gank here. And probably would look at that. I mean, Abyssal Arrow didn't connect on anyone, but still, tension is on into the reverse side. And I mean, 4 man rotation coming in from the side of Gay Fam here.
Okay, that's a perfect rotation because when you have an experience like going out so well, but look at that, the current falls will be committed again. The sun is right there, the visual arrow will be there too, but that will be the one securing the kill onto that easy. But as a matter of fact, not too far for you. There was a great kill on the blue, but as you will be taking the kill down onto his own and the ball for the side of Gayfam, but there's also another double for the side of Team in Heaven. So it's kind of really straight, can I say, but look at that fight on the turtle side.
And I mean, look at the abyssal trap coming in, but the Granger would be securing the kill for Joehead. But meanwhile, GRG would be securing turtle for his team. And I mean, a kill for a turtle kind of looks like a good trade because it's just I would say just the roamer. So I mean, GFAM won't be getting much gold by killing him.
Yeah, it's actually fine. And looking at the goal itself, like, oh my goodness, look at the dive coming out from Hayabusa.
Shadow kill was launched in, but GRG was tanky enough, and I mean Hayabusa has not been fed well, so the damage output is still low, and as well as this was the Louis to sustain some damage. Look at the diversion play coming in to the riverside again. Duality coming in play, but the AG would be connecting in and a securing kill for that. Uh, okay, another kill for Joanna here. Killing out the Louis as well. I mean, so you and Louis were not in a bad I mean, not in a bad situation because that was, I would say, perfect. I mean, not perfect, but then a misplacement from the whole side of the team.
Yeah, I would say it was a very, very good rotation coming out from Uranus. Why is Joanna onto the Uranus? It's perfect when the Abyssal Stones has been Abyssal Arrows has been hitting quite a lot, but the Ejector has been used. The blue buff was trying to be in jeopardy, but yeah, they will be securing. But look, another Abyssal Stone coming out from Skull right here onto the Selena. He's been rolling and rocking onto the Selena, just not landing, not missing to land his stun. This knockdown will be there. Yeah, it's gonna be a very good combination if the Granger did have a lot of them. It's gonna be a perfect position for them as well. But right now, the focus is completely into the hands from Heaven again. Because into the early stages of this game, it was actually in the hands of Heaven. But right now, look at the bot side over.
Yeah, the AOG was popped in. Look at that damage from GRG is enough to finish off the Selena here. Obviously, she's a mage, has a low HP bar here, but the fight still is in play. And look at that constant poking in from both sides. Zaman Force would be dropping in, chase down to that Granger, but not enough. But GRG would be finishing off Joanna right away as he was kind of in a low HP bar.
No, that was a perfect contribution coming out from the side of Inhaven. It was a very, very good cut back, to say the least. And now the turtle will be onto the focus of the RZ again. He will be securing that turtle, and the early game advantage is really going to be into his hands. But most of the time, we have to see the goal leaders, right? The goal leader hasn't been too far behind the goal as well. So Brenda is catching now with the 100 goal. Such a difference, but the ejector is there, Burger.
I mean, here too fast for you would be falling down from the hands of Louis here because I mean he's not able to sustain the damage output from Louis, but that at the same time, Hayabusa would be securing the kill for CC, soloing her out. But I mean, there's a revenge kill coming in from the Louis here. I mean, that's a really well planned gameplay coming in from the side of In Heaven.
Yeah, that was a well plan indeed, and they are picking up the leg of their CCs with the tanks by picking up the Louis, and it's working out well for them with this mid-game composition right now because whenever they are going, wherever they are going, it's gonna be so worth it for them because the constant duality and dispersion with the yin yang reaction coming out from the Louis, coming out from Joker onto the Louis will be eventually worth it for them, and I feel like then it's the Palm who's the main, who's made sure is to take down the Louis, to take down Voltron, hasn't been able to do so because there's so many kind of CC that can literally kill or shut him down, and he cannot dive in, he cannot just go into the backline because Voltron does have the flicker in order to survive, and anytime he just tries to dive in with the shadow, it's gonna be always someone tanky who's gonna be trying to protect their mate as much as possible because they know that he's a new CC here, even though it's the mate, he's a new CC here. So right now what they can do is just try to look for place as low as possible.
I mean, look at that. Current Collins was called out, but then not enough. Look at the Hayabusa connecting in with the Shadow Oogie kill and would be finishing off the CC right away. Zaman Force would be dropping in too. There is a lot of clashes, and the AG would be popping in. But on the same time, here Granger would be securing the kill for Jawhead here. And I mean, yeah, so you with a late arrival, I would say, very late. I mean, form coming in. But at the same time, Hayabusa looking in a sticky situation would be finishing off the Louis as she was in a low HP bar. Yeah, so you're not looking in a good HP. Yeah, Selena is trying to put up some damage and she would be finishing off. I mean, the Lord gave the damage, but the assist was, I mean, the kill was given to Selena as well as on the same time, Hayabusa would be securing the third Lord for his team.
That was perfect. That was a perfect transition coming out from the side of JFM. They are just clapping it back because in Heaven has been staying in their perfect, comfortable position for so long that they do not want to give it a little bit. But look at that, the ejector being coming into Lyra is going to be taken very low, but eventually falling down in the hands of Prime Nino. It was a bad call. It was a bad call to come out and being overstaying right here. But look at the dive.
And I mean, look at that Oogie Shadow kill would be finishing off the low HP Jawhead here. And look at that. I mean, too fast for you would be retreating with his AOG. I mean, why to lose lose yourself when you can provide so much into those team fights? And I mean, the Lord is marching from the top lane, and I guess they will be getting some tier two turrets from this Lord. And I mean, they should, the Lord kind of would be wasted. And talking about tier 2 turret, the bottom lane turret has been secured. Meanwhile, look at that abyssal arrow connecting onto the Harit, but then Selena will not be diving in to committing in to secure the kill.
Yeah, that was a good call coming out from Skull as well, not trying to dive in because he does know that if he does dive in, it's gonna be not worth it for him. But look at that, GRZ coming well with the sun setting down. Spam onto that Hayabusa. It's gonna be so worthwhile for them. A little bit of back and forth, but one is definitely gonna be there. Lyra will be securing that kill onto the Dex Mappa onto Lin. The background is not in the safe position because too far for you, Lin falling down, but GRZ in the midst of the door will fall down to the hands of Lyra again. He's just diving in to try to go in, but yes, Spirit will be there because he doesn't want to have the whole lane around the opposing side trying to do all of this, but now he's gonna be getting a kill of his own, but the Diverson is still there. Joanna in trouble. He has to have a way because Grayson is still not available for him. He has to back away, but the two damage coming out on the CC from Prime Nino, it would be too much to handle for him, and that will be the synchro season taking him down.
I mean, there was a lot misplacement coming in from the side of Gayfam. Look at that damage. I mean, the Synchro Fusion as well as, the Crow Dashes are dealing enough damage, just tapping in. I mean, specifically tapping in to the Mage as well as the Hyper. I mean, taking on to the low HP bars, I mean, heroes. Yeah, and look at that Hayabusa connecting in with a Shadow Oogie. I mean, what Shadow, but that, okay, that's a clever play by the Jawhead as soon as the Shadow Kill was played in, he just flickered it out. I mean, smart move.
Yeah, it was definitely a smart move over as well, and I would say the build coming out from both of the teams, the mazes, they do not want to give out any kind of healing potential, so they will be directly building onto the glowing ones and the talisman for maximum cooldown reduction as well. So right now, I feel like the Granger, I feel like Lyra is sitting in the perfect position as well as the Harry Spitz in the perfect position where they can take any kind of team fight. So it's gonna be 50-50 for both of the teams because the golden hasn't been that far along. The law will be the deciding factor of this game. So part of this game will be trying to look for it. Look at the divers and Virgo.
And I mean, yeah, it would be a perfect scenario for securing the Lord. But look at that, Zaman Force would be popping in, as well as the Ejector. Unstoppable Force pops in, but Spit would be taking down Joanna. Looking in a bad situation, Gay fam. There, Layla would be falling in the hands of GRG, as well as, Hayabusa is committing with a Shadow, Quad Shadow, but it would be getting finished off by the Soul Savior by Peak GRG.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. The transition of the game coming out from in heaven. I thought that it was definitely going into the hands of in game fan, but it was a miscalculation coming out from their part and a perfect diversion too as well. But right now the sun is not gonna be landing, but the unstoppable force is still there. The Isaac turn not so much, but the sun is gonna be there. The dispersion, the diversion as well, but the damage coming out from Louis will be securing kill on his phone, but they have to back away because the RZ right now he's secured a lot because they do not have any ways to stay still because they can go back, just try to do their bait and wait for them up because they are in need to sink the minions to take at least a one turret down, the third turret down in order to have this game to their own hands. Because surely they need to push the towers because looking at the towers and the objective wise, it's falling down to the hands of TFM instead.
And I mean, the previous team side was a lot in favor of in heaven, and I mean, the Lord will be marching down towards the mid lane, and I mean, this is the Luminous Lord, so GFAM needs to be careful as it would be straight away diving in for the turret, to secure it and look at the dash. But Spit would be taking down the turret as well as Louis would be finishing off Joanna here out of position. Going in, he's going really out of position and taking in the fights. So I would say a really reckless move coming in from Joanna. But look at that, Shadow Giggle would be launched in as well as in the AOG. A perfect timing coming in from the both Hyper and the tank here. Okay. Garat Kacha will be playing too deep. I guess he would be getting punished. Yeah, he will be getting punished by GRG as he won't be able to sustain so much damage. I mean, he can, but then, I mean, there is penetration items for both magic and physical damage dealers. So I guess that was a lot overextension coming in from the side of Garat Kacha.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. Transitioning from in heaven instead, yeah, does the damage before he was up on all the sets a little bit. So it happened to I happened to realize that Gay Fam has been falling down here, and then they are a little bit quite chaotic, and they are different than the things that they did before because they are going to be playing around as Selena was behind, and the Selena who's behind is not what you want to do because when you have a Selena, you have to have the mid control as much as possible, the boosters as well, and you do not want to be caught into the midst of it all because a lot of dive if you are caught by flying needle onto the city, you're gonna be done for. So they have to be careful right now. But look at that, the Hayabusa might be in trouble.
And yeah, the quad shadows has been launched, trying to escape here, but not enough. Yeah, I mean, Louis would be finishing him off. I mean, too much stunts, too much damage outputs to escape in. I mean, the thing is, he should have, used the quad shadows and I mean, as ultimate, but then in a hurry, he pressed something wrong. But still, the tension is building up as Jawhead is trying to, look for an ejector here, but the AOG would be popping in, but the flicker from the Luwei would be saving her. But now Layla would be securing the kill for Finn, as well as GRG would be securing the kill for Joanna. And I mean, a lot of out of context team fights, but Spit will be taking down Too Fast for You. Too Fast for You, I mean, he kinds of he is really over rotating in this match as far as I can see or I can feel. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, he has to get out just a little bit because he is the main setter for his team for now because Joanna is in lack of CC, just the damage sustainer. And I feel like the later the series of this game goes up, the more will it will fall into the hands of in heaven because look at their composition so far they have a Selena even though the Selena does have a league composition, when you are in a position where all your turrets have been down and you do not have the boost control or the side ability to comfortably move around the map, it's gonna be so hard for you. And it's exactly the story right here for Skull here onto that Selena. He did have a good early game with the rotation wise as well with the stuns too with abyssal errors, but right now they are in a position where they are so strong back. At this point, the Selena will be easier to dodge because he's always gonna be into the vision and everyone can see him wherever he's trying to shot the shoots. So it's gonna be he's gonna have to be careful too because whenever he's trying to dodge it, there's a lot of CC coming out from the Louis from Zero Truck and he does have the damage as well with the fly with the ledge time being built out and the CC that's on the weekend. The diversion is coming into play. They're looking for more burger.
And I mean, look at that. Uh, the Soul Saver would be finishing off, Joanna so early, not able to sustain. These tanks are getting melted out by the team in heaven. But at the same time, Too Fast for You has been fallen out too. And look at that, Spade would be finishing off Hayabusa here, putting out. I mean, his ultimate as well as finishing the base of a
Victory!
great, I would say, showcase coming in from the side of In Heaven, and they have secured their spot in the final. So congratulations to a team In Heaven.
Yeah, congratulations to the first team in this Fire Phoenix Season 1 Championship. The first win the final, the first team to secure to the final spot. They will be brawling out with the team's tools. Gonna be winning into the next best of three semifinals. But right now, we have to see, right? We have to see, Burger, what they have done into these games for Team in Heaven, what they have done in order to survive this. I would say, you know what, GRG getting his hands on a hero like the Studio is who he's so comfortable on. It's so much of a trial, and they do not overthink. They just decided they want to go for that, and they did the best for, and they were using their heroes for their full potential as well, with good rotation, with good synergy to a perfect diversions, perfect dispersions and dualities. And I would say too fast for you, even though he was doing well with the Gata into this previous games so far, he hasn't been able to do so here because their magic defense, their magic damage coming out from the Selena wasn't enough. It wasn't an AoE, it was just a stun. It's just not bursty enough, and they did fall down. Even though Dennis the Palm did all he could do, he wasn't able to dive into the backside because the frontliners of the side of In Heaven. Finn and Prime, has been so good in joining out the teams, joining out the front lines, zoning out the backline there was so much that they weren't able to do what they were here to do so. So in the end, I feel like this is so deserving for In Heaven. They deserve this win. They deserve to go into this the grand finals too.
Very true. Like the follow through, and for most of the part, I feel too fast for you initiated. But I mean, there was a miscommunication. Either he started the fight too early, or there was a delay in the follow up from his teammates. But then, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, our first semi-final match is over, and as you can see, the score was 2-1, and Team in Heaven would be securing their spots in the finals. And the next match will be turning on soon. I mean, the second semi-final match. So don't go anywhere, guys. Just stay tuned, stay buckled up, and I mean, share the stream, like the stream, and I mean, share it among your MLBB enthusiasts so you can keep their contents up as well as excite them. But for now, me and Debbie would like to take an excuse and a short break, and we would be back really soon.
What's your command? Your team is
Well,
banned.
hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again into the second semi-finals for
Always on the
today,
way.
and we
Your
have
team
four
is
of your
banning.
teams here into the picture right now. It is Autism onto the blue side, and onto the red side, it's none other than IZN. The fans' favorite right now is gonna be playing with the underdogs of this tournament so far. Autism has had a good run. They have been always onto a close call most of the time with sometimes a predomination, sometimes a close call, making up a fight, just trying to win out. They have been in a path. They are walking in a
Time
path
to
so
drop the
far with
beat of the
lots
flag.
of
Team
rock,
is
and they
banning.
are finally reaching in the position where they could. They are near. They are so near to grasp this trophy, but right now they are going to be facing out against the Giants. Their distractor, and it's none other than the IZN right now. But we have to jump right into this drafting phase because I do not want to wait any longer. So we have to see
Butterflies
what two of the
soaring
teams
is
will be
their
batting out
wish,
because
guided
Penny
by lantern
Joy,
flight.
Autism's choice of them, a choice of heroes that they want to ban. It's just a respect for respect here for IZN, so I feel like this is a very understandable hero ban. So for IZN, they do always go for the ban of the highlights onto the first, and if they are onto the blue side, but right now they opted to go and ban out
Your
the
team
Matilda,
is
so as to
banning.
not have it. But yeah, position is a self-explanatory. While we have to see what we have we have to see these teams what they're going to be building up for here because the Badang has been banned away by or by Autism again, and there we
Your
go. The
team is
Hylas is being
picking.
popping up too, so they do not want to face the Hylas, and they do not want to use the Badang too for Autism. But right now, the favor is coming into the hands of Autism here because they have to pick out something of a good hero onto the first pick here because they do have a lot of choices. Like the Harriet, like the Granger, the simple norms, the Irisol as well, but I did not know that Irisol will not be into the first pick because it's still highly unlikely that it's
What
going to be happening. But right
experience do
now,
you
Your
yes,
find
this
team
is
is
what we are
suffering?
banning.
looking for. Kelra. It's none other than Kelra onto the Granger, into this first pick of the Granger, so I feel like this can work. But Jusen have an answer of his own. He's going to be picking out this
The
um
Immortal One chose me
Gato
to
Jata
vanquish the
in compare
shadows
in
that
composition
plague this
with
world.
Teshuya. So this is gonna be such a well-known early game for this, but we cannot forget the previous game where Too Fast for You and GRZU. Too Fast for You did one for the battle into the
Only
frozen
love
opponent
at
side and GRZ
night
went for the
are
Suyo, and this will
everlasting.
haven't been much of a good story for the Gato, but right now this two is in one team, so it's gonna be a great start for
I
the
am not the
Semifinals. And
only one
meanwhile
Your
bound
for
by
team
these
is
Autism,
picking.
chains.
they picked out this Phobia so very early on. So far no flags coming out from Autism. They want to directly lock out their hero, so they are gonna go for the signature of blue here. It's gonna be the Sicilian being picked away. So what Aizen can do right now is just try
Magic is
to
my
choke out the
life.
damage into
Your
this
team
early
is
game, the
banning.
early game composition, and not make this Sicilian reach the point where he's gonna be taking up. But
Your
right now we
team
have to
is
see the
banning.
picks coming out from Aaron the creator. He didn't
Let's hear
get
from
his
the
grander,
crowd.
so he's too early
Your
Make
gonna
some
be getting
team
noise
in
for
is
his carrot.
yours
banning.
So that's the
truly.
one another option that he have, and he took it on his chance. He's gonna be picking up again, but the T-Real ban very understandable for IZN. But right now, CC being banned by the side of Autism is kind of unorthodox, I say, because they could have used it to their own advantage, but they decided to go for that Phobias very early on, so they wasn't that much of a pick, a flex. So they do not want to give out the Muriel. They do not want to give the CC to Muriel, so they have to have a sustain a little bit. But right now we have to see what ICN will be banning them because the mates they do not they always go for the
First,
last pick mates, but
Alpha
for
is
now
Your
who
team
online.
is
already has a
banning.
mate, so Alpha is gonna be the ban of their choice, so they are trying to narrow down the amount of the jungles into the jungle positions. So and Dragon here, the troll god here, is just trying to go for something of a band. The mid band can be valid here, but what do they go for him? Because there are so many choices for Beach to pick it up as well because he has been known as a Bavaria god too. And even recently the Selena has still been his choice of pick most of the time right now. So it's kind of a
Among the
position where
planes
they have to
exists
ban
the
out
Your
all the
team
heroes
is
and they
picking.
cannot, so they
Which
decided to
I
go
was
for the
made
Eve.
for.
Very understandable, honestly, because they do want to have their tanky frontliners have a little bit of a the advantage as well, and the and taking out the Eve will be worth it for them. But right now, Muriel does not. does not do the second thought. He was just hovering around this Lucas and will eventually be
Your
picking it
team
up.
is
And I would say
picking.
it's safe to say because before the side of Autism, they do not have a threat. They do not have an early front damage dealer because the Kelra under the Granger is gonna be skill dependent. He's gonna be he's gonna be a physical damage dealer, and not a shredder. So it's gonna be so good for Izzy and Muriel here to have that early game potential for him going as well. But for now, all the teams are yet to pick out their jungle because its jungle is so limited. Alpha, who's a potential contester for this trio, is being banned away, taken away by Ice, and they do have a chance to pick out the Hayabusa too. And yeah, they can have the Martis, but the Martis is awkward in this position right now because the Harris can knock you down. But what does Sephiroth go for here? It's gonna be fully dependent onto these two picks for the early game to go. So yeah, the Julian is the perfect choice here, and Pendragon is gonna be using that early
Hope
game
will find a way,
monster,
even when all
the
is forlorn.
Vexana, but then Witch have an idea of his own is gonna be picking out the Vexana in order to have that potential to dismember the side of autism if they have to go for something like the early game. So it's gonna be a weaker early game for team um autism here, but they do need to have this early game to their hands and have the Julian and the Joe had in a full potential combination, synchronization, execution as well in order to have that kind of early game lead that they are looking for. But still, it's gonna be hard because I see in here they have Lucas, they have the Gatot, they have a Surya too who's gonna be always present into the side into the jungle as well. But right now, Sephiroth, he does have that early game potentiality to have that damage, so he can come online to this level 3. So if he manages to do this so good, it's gonna be perfect for him. But right now, we will be heading into this first game, into the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. It's IGN onto the red side versus Team Autism onto the blue side. So right now, the firing will be beginning. Both of the teams are ready to take their shots. Both of these teams are ready in whatever they are gonna plan for because the best of 3 series, this is the best of 3 series, and both of these teams will be very, very ready. They want to go for more. They want to reach the finals, and they will be great. But right now, let me introduce myself. I am your caster for today. I am Debbie, and alongside me, it's gonna be none other than Burger.
Sup, Devi? Hey, hey, sorry for the delay, but then thank you for taking over as well. But I mean, we are back, and I guess I'm facing some kind of issue for now. So, can you? Has the match started?
It has started right now, which has secured the first blood on Pendragon onto the Joe. It's gonna be so much of a problem for Joe right now. He doesn't have the early game damage that he's looking for, so it's gonna be so good for IGN of a start. So this is why the reason for which picking up that Vexana has been known now. But look at that, Seifa might be in trouble here. But the Red and Hextrin dealing a lot of damage onto Resta. He is forced to run away into the skirmishes, but the Attacker is still there. But the stun coming up on the Phobius. Respect is gonna be in trouble, but Emilio is there to help him. Slacks will have to back away with the impulse and with the task coming out from him as well as Josen and Witch have been on the run because Pendragon and Sephiroth has been chasing them. But right now, Miriam might be in trouble here. He is taken quite low, but for the members of the side of Autism, he does have the big and the figure too. He will eventually fall down to the hands of Sephiroth, and Miriam will be the first casualty for the side of IZN.
I mean, that was a really great kill exchange in the early phase, I would say. But I mean, it's a one-on-one, so uh, you can't say anything. And the turtle is already up. But look at that on the top lane, Kerala dominating Aaron for the moment right now, as well as the turtle has been contested by Shepard, and he would be securing that for himself. But respect would be, just invading his buff right away. And look at that respect with, I mean, an evil Queller charging in and securing the kill right away. I mean, he was too low HP on Trouble of Force with an ejector, and Shepard will be securing the kill for Vivitch. I mean, great composition as well as the great setup coming in from the side. of Hindu.
That was a good setup, I would say, because Ejector has been perfectly used with Unstoppable Force on a perfect member that is based onto that Vexana as well. But right now, to the top side, Aaron might be in trouble here, but Josen is here to have the it, but Ejector will be used again. Blue Blue not connecting the Apex Impact as well as the second cause, and Josen will be safe for now and safely helping his teammate to recall from that skirmishes. But right now, the team they are focusing autism or they are focusing solely onto the top side because they do want to keep their marksmen have a lot of farm indeed, but right now Aaron will be back again with the Harriet with the full HP. So Kelra, he has to be careful now because Aaron's not alone. He have Wits along with him, but that's the thing, right? That's the thing with autism. They are not showing themselves into the map, so it's hard for Wits to predict if they are gonna be there. But right now, Pendragon, he is hovering around the Believer's side in order to give out the reason of where Respect is farming up a little bit, but the chain up will be there. But yeah, not gonna be for a damage, but for at least I would say because the turtle will be spawning in less than 30 seconds and both of the teams will be ready. So they have to be careful for both of this autism as well as IGN right now because Pendragon he's hovering around just trying to make a set at the start for himself so as to not give the upper hand to IGN.
The tension is rising rapidly as the Raman force has been used out, but the Kellera would be finishing, like keeping with his dash. But for now, the turtle is up and it would be trying to contest it as he secured the previous turtle, so he does surely has an advantage. I mean, his whole team does, but look at that. Look at that ejector and Peradon looking in a blood, low HP Galkacha would be for, coming in with an AOG, but the Infernal Pursuit is doing so much sustenance as well as Sephard would be securing the hurdle for his team. And still, the Infernal Pursuit is on. Hard is looking in a low HP as well as, as Seek here, but he would be killing out an Akira, but Respect would be killing him out as a revenge kill.
That was perfect. That was a perfect transition from both teams, but Ryu was trying to dive in with his combination, just trying to deal a lot of damage onto Seyfert, but Seyfert doesn't care. He just wants to go out and deal damage of himself on his own. Will be taken quite low, but he is forced to go back to his lane. No much of a skirmish is happening so far right now. Josen is caught in a position where he is not good. And this is gonna be so good for IZ and the star, but Autism did manage to have that clapback, but right now IZ and Respect will be going on to the trying to steal out the cream in order to have that level lead that he's looking for. But I feel like Safer is still going to be having a good time into the goal as well as experience wise too. Because yeah, he does have the damage with that feather feather of heaven because he required a basic attack. Right now, Aaron might be a little bit of a trust here because of the mantras will be used in order to survive that little scams. But in Venkera, he has to back away because in his hand he does have the blue buff. He does secure that blue buff right now. The mid side will be onto the focus. One of the teams will be trying to focus onto that and Jusen he still has to use his IOC, but this will be the perfect time. But look at that, the Agenda Garden will be used again. The best face will be equipped too, but Safer will be falling down into the hands of Respect onto that soon. This is a good starting lineup for IZN now.
Taking down the jungler so early, and look at that, the range damage from the Granger as well as the constant damage put up by Snakes here, and he will be securing the kill for the Lucas, but at the same time he would be killed out. And Aaron, he is getting wrecked out right from the early game. They are just picking him out as they know the potential of this player. In the goal lane, he is too heavy to face off if he's fit. So marking him would be a really good scheme, and they are doing so. And look at that, Respect is being cornered out right now. Looking in a low HP, would be dashing out with his evil quiller.
Was a perfect glitch test right here, right now, because he have been immune to it, and Terra will be securing that turtle. And this is a position where you do not see Kaiji and B in much because the early game is fully falling onto their hands. They always manage to fall to take the early game into their hands. But look at the ball, looking at the bot side, both Emilio and Aaron. trying to focusing on this next, just trying to secure that turret. But right now, this will be in a dire position. He's gonna be taken down by the Granger by Kelra. Kelra, this is Kelra onto the Granger, and he's already built out that Hunter Strike as well as Sky Pieces. So he's gonna be hitting hard. But right now, it's like doing the macro factor, just trying to create out as much as possible onto the back lines in order to have that and in order to capitalize on them and equalize it as well. But right now, Susan might be in trouble. The AOZ will be connecting defensively onto the backside. Not to survive, but Kelra is there. Johnson taking down and set down for Kelra onto Respect again. Double kill for the Granzer. And he's going to be taking up. He's going to be having a good time into this mid game.
I mean, why not stacking up 40 Skype, stacking up the stacks on the Skype is already on the 40 stack, but now I guess that's enough to deal much damage as well as the Hunter Strike would be doing a lot of penetration along with the Malefic roll. So all he needs to build up and I would I would say BOD just to complete his build and a defensive item just so that he can escape in for from the dire situation. But I mean, let's see. Look like Autism is kind of leading. I mean, not kind of leading. They do have the 5K goal lead in their hand to flex with against IGN, and I mean being an underdog team, they are doing really well in this match. And I mean the Lord will be spawning in into the riverside, but the whole team is on the opposing, if I say, from side of Autism. They will be securing the tier 2 turret or the top lane. And let's see, Gazukasa will be charging in, and the AG will be popping in as well as Infernal Pursuit. Wasn't pressed in, but Kala would be
Oh,
securing the kill for the Gazukasa as well as look at that. I mean, that was a great play coming in from the side of not Xbox. It's Jawhead. I mean, the ejector play that was too cool to see. I mean, the flicker as well. That was awesome.
what a nice document they are putting IZN into. Autism has been creating autistic. I mean, I feel like this is where they're going to be starting to get discipline, more discipline, because whenever if you are losing your discipline, there's a chance for the opponent to come back. So this with autism, with a highly disciplined team, they are just trying to go look for the Lord and is successful in doing so as well. But right now, looking at the goalies so far, it's all falling into the hands of autism here. They are calling all the shots, they are calling all the damage, they are doing everything that they could in order to have that lead keep on building for them, so they have a chance to go into this first game so as to secure and have that advantage. So far, right now for IZN, they are not looking good because they are so behind at this point, and you do not want to see a Harriet who's behind, who's lacking his holy crystal as well, because he that is his most damage. That is his best main equipment so far, so he hasn't been able to build it up as well. But meanwhile, for that Granger, he has been building up the required amount of damage that he needed and the sustainability as well with spellback coming after the Vorex too. So the Sky Piercer has been tagged up with 70 stacks, so whoever he's hitting with the Death Rider will be calling. He will be gunned down by the Granger by Kara here, but right now the Lord will be marching onto the top side and the main lane will be focused for Austin here.
I mean, they did got the top lane in a bit. So they do have a turret advantage. And look at that Shepherd diving in with his ult. I mean, they just try to poke in and soak as many. I mean, give as much as damage he can. But look at that ejector play coming in as well as into the garden as well as the AOG will be popping in, but not much team fights are initiated by the team IG, and as they know they are lacking a lot behind. Look at that flicker play as well as
Oh,
I mean the jump from the Lucas. Now, okay, that was a really great kill from Keldra. I mean the damage output is really high. So I mean they are not. I mean at this moment, IGN are not able to soak in damage from the Granger.
yeah, that Granger has been doing so much for the team. With 8 kills now onto his hands, with perfect stack, he's gonna be the main damage dealer for this team right now. And IGN does not have the answer to this just yet because they are so behind. And even Respect onto the season hasn't been able to do much. All he had to do right now is just try to play the macro factor, be the macro factor of this team, just try to sync out the minions, just not stand out the minions so that he will be able to farm as well and not give the chance for Autism to go into their base too. But it's gonna be so hard right now because the Granger is well fed and he's gonna be snowballing time and time again. But right now the guy will be there and the stun is coming out, but Respect has to back away. There's a lot of damage coming out from the Red 32, and Semifinal totally connected again. Respect in trouble will be secured. The kill by Kelra again, legendary for him. This guy is not stopping. He's on 913 KDA.
And that's the thing. 80 stacks on his KPS, and look at that. Diving from the Jawhead will be securing the kill. And again, Kelra with another kill on Aaron right now, and a triple kill on him, killing out Miro. I mean, that was too epic. And in style, they will be finishing off the base as it was wide open and a complete wipeout for the team IGN.
Victory!
Perfect rotation, perfect synergy, and a perfect wave management and carries coming out from Kelra, coming out from Blue, Step Up, and Dragon and Snakes as well. And this is Team Autism, ladies and gentlemen. They are able to defeat IZ, and when in this tournament no one has been able to beat them. This is a best of three series though, and they do have a chance, but then it's still a bit thing for Autism here because this team is what you have to look out for because looking at them so far, they are purely dominating onto a squad like IZN who was known to be so good in how they are drafting as well as the play style too. But Autism here, they are proving others wrong. They are showing that they do not lack any PowerPoint. They do not lack any kind of godliness too, because look at them so far. They are doing all the things. Look at the damage coming out from the Granger as well with the Sky Piece too. He's sitting in a perfect position where he's still able to deal a lot of damage into the backlines with the Rhapsody 2 36% damage and blue so that's the season too. He's been good in the perfect position and they weren't able to sink down through their side into the backlines. But right now, we were talking about the good days, we were talking about the good days for autism, but we have a surprise picture for you guys because we are gonna be hosting a Starlight giveaway, and it's gonna be so you have to. Yeah, they have to show you what they are going to be doing into the chat, so we have to look out for them. And it's gonna be around anytime into the end of the streams, but ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna be waiting next. We are gonna be looking for the next game because Autism is firing up IZN. So IZN they are gonna be preparing for it, but before that, we have to take a short break.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, don't go any back, really. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Phoenix Winter Arc Season 1. And here we are into the second semi-final match already. And yeah, it's the second match and the second game for for the match. Because the previous game was won uh, by, you know, the underdog team. And IGN are facing in with a lot of trouble here because getting defeat from the underdog team Autism, that was kind of something that we didn't expect. But then they still have a chance to give a comeback. So let's see. But for now, in a Casadix, it's gonna be me casting for you Burger, as well as there would be an amazing hype caster which will obviously hype all of you guys up. It's gonna be none other than Yuna. So Yuna, just say hi to the chat.
Konnichiwa, Mina. Hello,
Uh,
Burger. How
Hello,
are
this would
you?
be. I'm fine. I'm fine. You so okay. I'm fine,
Okay.
but I guess we should. I guess talk about the bans right away. But you know, banning out the high lows as well as the Fusion. Pretty meta bans, and Fusion the one obviously getting banned always as a London player. She also with a good tank can turn out the game onto her team's favor. So yeah.
Your team is banned.
Yes, and here we can see, the second man coming from the
Sir, what's your
IGLS, the
command?
Cat
Your
of
team
Kachwa.
is
This
banned.
hero with assistant, damage improvise, and the EUG always, coming out into a serious team fight and, just messing around with your position and, just you're scattered around. It's kind of a disturbing thing. You don't want to face up, the body slams getting by that Cat of Kachwa. So, it's a really great choice as well. The queens of the cables, the Fanny with the mobility, a great jungler has been banned. Once she's farmed up, she's gonna directly go into the backliners, gonna eat them up. So why not just ban her out and like keep your backliners safe?
That's something that you need to figure out. Specifically talking about Fanny here. So I feel Fanny is a really great ban if we talk
Your
about,
team
and
is
against
banned.
IGN, that would be a really great ban because a hyper respect can play Fanny a bit, but then let's see. But for now, Phobius would be getting banned out. Obvious reasons. The Infernal Pursuit is a lot annoying, and I
Your
feel
team is
banning
banned.
out this hero. Specifically the Phobius will be okay, will be taking the team will be taking in Harit in this match. But anyways, Adam with his favorite hero Granger on with the goal lane here, so we will be seeing a lot of interesting turnover, I guess, because previous match it was Kelra or situation would be vice versa here. Kelra would be taking in a Harit. In the most probable scenarios, but let's see. For here, Autism are looking in. For a mage and a hyper pick, but no,
Be in
it's
the
gonna
front.
be
Your team is
a flex
picking.
pick. Badang. He can go both ways as an EXP or a roamer. I feel, yeah. I mean, most case scenarios. He is a great roamer because the rotation is kind of easy with this hero, as well as you get a lot of stuns with his skills, the fist break, the fist crack, as well as the fist win. If we mention, and then there is also the joy getting picked out. So there's a lot of chase and high burst damage coming in from this side of Autism. And what do you have to say about the CC pick here?
Why not, just get the hands onto this beautiful lady, the CC, because there is a Badang onto the EXP lane, and he is assistant. He is gonna, the zone out into the team fights. But the CC has the upper hand. She has the mobility. She has that, damage with a yo-yo blade, just annoying out the Badang, and she is a type of EXP laner.
Okay,
She
there
really
has been
has been followed.
Okay, there's we will notify you guys as soon as possible. Try to stream to your MLB enthusiast and I make it viral. Why not? I mean, support MLB community, guys. It's always been a teenage dream for most of us. I mean, seeing the high level M7, not M7 actually, like M series put up in India. So I guess we kind of make it, make the dream come true. I mean, anyways, ML is growing in India, so it looks great. And I mean, you guys supporting will help it a lot to grow more. So yeah. Okay, we are continuing in again with the match now. There, okay. So you hasn't picked out as described already. I mean, the damage from this Pluto is pretty high, and CC Yo-Yo Blitz, as we speak, does a lot annoying damage at the same time. But I mean, here we could see, I guess, Blue is stuck with a pick for now. I guess. I mean, he's taking much of a time to pick an hero. I mean, he will be going. Okay, he will be swapping in Kelra with the Moscow. I mean, the Blade of Destruction as the Misery and the Blade of Misery. Not Blade, it's the Spear of Misery. Sorry for the inconvenience, but anyways, the Spear of Misery will be stunting down enemies, and I mean, the Abyss Walker will be increasing the attack speed as well as giving him a blink effect. So yeah, it would be a lot helpful in the team fights.
I mean, well, that's true. The Moscow with this pair, having a really great, that advantage onto him. If he's found of well, he's gonna devour them into the late game, and we can deny the fact that the Moscow is a kind of hero, kind of a marksman. You don't want to face up because sometimes he can totally turn over the matches. You know, what's happening whenever you are losing also, so it usually depends on the user and the team how they're gonna execute it. And here we can see into the second phase of banning, the tiger has been banned out. I mean, this rumor with this implosion and the flicker combo out there giving a good
Hope will
kind
find a
of be
way, even
a
when
game
odds are
changer in
worn.
the team fight, because we have mostly seen that the tiger changing out the game into a last moment with this set up as well, with a sacred hammer, just pushing them away as well. He kind of is sustaining good, so why not ban a great hero who's gonna give a little bit of a disadvantage for the team as well. Let's see which hero they're gonna might ban into the this phase. And also the Vexana getting banned out, this hero into the middle lane with her Eternal God. She will be kind of hitting hard because I really love this middle laner. I love because she has that Eternal God. She has that stun coming in from the deadly grabs, and there's a CC onto her, and it's kind of annoying to face up against the Vexana. If she has the a good front line, it will be kind of annoying as well. I have noticed the Sicilian haven't been, banned out burgers. So do you think the Sicilian will be getting banned out, or will be getting picked by team?
No, they will be missing a ban, okay, slot here. Could be a strategy as well, because I mean, not banning a hero also does provides an opportunity for them choose one, because they are having the next first pick, so anything is possible. But then I mean, banning a hero is recommended, because I mean, even though you are planning out something, there are always a counterfeit for the hero you're thinking of. Because I mean, the amount of heroes MLBB has, that's insane, and it's growing every month also. Because you are getting introduced to such new heroes with such amazing skills. Like we talked about, as we talk about Zushan, on the December, on the December month, we she was introduced to us, and from the like not from the time she got released, it was like from the Starlight, she got the Starlight, in the January. So it was a really hailing section for this hero getting used so much. And talking about the ban, as you described, the Sicilian, maybe you asked, may he, would he would be getting banned? Yeah. he actually did get banned out here, because I mean he would be a lot troublesome if the game is taken to the late phase. So yeah, it was a really wise choice from the side of IGN. But Autism would be going in with a jawhead in this match, and I mean could be really interesting turn, because I mean the ejector plays from the previous match, that was too insane. And Pen Pendragon Dragon was really amazing with the flicker as well as the ejector play, to be honest. And I mean I would like to see it again for this match. But I mean, let's see what IGN last to pick will be.
I mean, Burger, I'm also getting excited to see, the Pendragon job
Where
in
there
this
is
match.
light,
Here we
there is
can see
also
that the
shine.
Zosen picking out the edit. I guess the edit will be roaming out as this hero with sustain, with a primal rage. She'll be giving the good amount of
The falling
damage into the
stars
late
guard
game,
us
but I
here.
kind of love this hero onto the EXP lane, and there is a Louis pick coming in. And I mean, we are gonna see a beautiful surprises with the diversion out there, a good gameplay from the witch.
I mean, which I guess, yeah, the diversion plays along with the duality effect. I mean, the damage from a dispersal. That's just pretty insane, man. Because once the yin and yang combination unleashes upon you, I mean, the whole team could get stunted. And I mean, even if you are hit with a dispersal of a different kind, and you have an ally who is hit with the other yang. I mean, whichever it is. I mean, if they are polar opposites, then I mean, you will also get an extra stun. So having a Louis in a team fight is really advantageous. If we talk, and as you mentioned, the diversion play is a lot annoying, and I mean, most of the scenarios, that's where the game changes. I mean, it can make or break a game. So I mean, let's see what is gonna happen, or what will be happening in this match.
And both of the teams are looking really great into this shape as well, their composition, and let's see how they're going to execute into this match because for the IGN it's kind of a do or die situation because they have to win this match because they have already lost 1 point into the previous match. So let's see whether they will be going into the third match or the match will be ending out here tonight into the second match only.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we are into the land of dawn, IGN hailing from the blue side, and we could see the underdogs. I mean autism charging in from the red side. But for now, as the early game has started, I mean we won't be seeing much action as both the teams don't have much pokey heroes except for the fact the ejector from the Jawhead would be a lot annoying if he puts it up in a right manner. But let's see.
Definitely, it's only the early phase, only a little bit of conflicts will be happening into the river area and not much amount of team fights because they are focusing on to, getting the farm, getting the level up, and, getting some gold onto their hands.
Man, I mean that's true. But for now, it's not looking really great for both. I mean, the side of IGN, as they have already lost that match, as they are kind of getting dominated in the face.
Definitely, and right now into the explain, I guess we are gonna see some team fights because a little bit of tension is building upon, I guess, but no, the Joy decide they to fall back, and I guess they're gonna rotate towards the goal lane.
I mean, true, but we have to see though.
Definitely, and also into the river area, the first neutral objective will be, spawning Flynn into the 20 seconds. So we're gonna have a, like very interesting team fight onto the river area as well. The Novaria is rotating towards the EX lane as well. The Padang is out there, trying to get the level 4 onto their hands before the turtle fight.
That would be really great asset if she turns in to level 4. I mean, would be giving a lot of vision with her astral echo. But for now, let's see. The turtle fight will be up as the turtle is spawning in the riverside.
The witch with the duality damage the turtle has the river area and as well the coming in from the golden on to the jawhead, and the badang out there has been shut down by the defense. The respect will be getting shut down by the blue. I mean, the jungler has been, taken down, and also the turtle dance have started into the river area. I guess they need to, reset the turtle because the Joy is out there. She has the retribution, and she hasn't reached out there as well. The beautiful retribution coming in from the Saber and taking away the first neutral objective onto their hands. I mean, a great start coming from
Right.
both of the team. Hydrant getting some trades, and also the team Autism getting the objective onto their hands, and the Jawhead has already rotated towards the goal lane.
And yeah, getting the early neutral objective will prevail them a lot of sustenance. Uh, so I mean that would be a lot advantageous, but for now I feel Team IGN is still kind of falling back as respect is kind of missing out on the retribution, even though they got 2 kills, but the goal lead is not too much and can be figured out with I guess a kill or two. But for now, in the top lane, the tension is building up. And if we look into the itemization here, I mean, none of the heroes except for, the Badang is on a Thunderbolt. Hope he stacks up really soon as it will be giving him, the passive stacks for the damage as well as sustenance into the team fight. So yeah, it will be a lot interesting to see him in action. So yeah, let's see.
Definitely true. And, like I can see that the Louis is trying to, set up a good set, and we can see the diversion coming from the Louis, and the edit has been teleported out to the goal lane. But nothing much is happening onto the goal lane. No ganking, no team fights are going onto the goal lane, and I guess they're focusing onto the EXP lane, and they're playing, very wisely, very slowly, because they don't want to, lose their teammates. They don't want to lose the trades, and they don't want the disadvantage in any of the team. And right now here onto the river area, the second neutral objective is spawning. So let's say if the team IGN will be getting the hands onto this neutral objective, or the team Autism will be getting the second one also.
For now, Shepard has the retribution power advantage to himself, but another team fight is starting in.
Respect getting the neutral objective. What a beautiful retribution coming in, but he has been shut down by the Badang out there. Great damage is coming in, a great sustain, but the Badang will be getting shut down. Oh my god, but no, the Badang will be getting the double kill, and the CCs are shutting down the Badang over there, and they need to, retreat back because, oh my god, the Louis with the duality damage just shutting down the Joyd as well. The Moscow has been taken down. Oh my god, the IGN is coming back again. They get the neutral objective, they get the trades onto their hands.
I mean, Vivich is doing great job, cornering out in the team fight as well as in the turtle. He did a really great job, and look at that, just dive using the diversion, helping a teammates out, to get a faster rotation for their lane. And I mean that would be a lot helpful in the late game. And this match, I mean, IGN does looks like they are pacing up on to the map and the rotation scheme, and they obviously leading in with a 4K gold already as the clock 6 minute clock kicks in.
Definitely. They have covered up the goal difference, and they are leading right now, and they have made the comeback. So let's see whether they're gonna keep this comeback, whether they're gonna keep the domination until the late phase, until the mid phase, and let's see the Aizen will be giving a full comeback into this match or not, and already onto the goal. And attention is building upon the Joys out there as well. The Louis with the diversion play out there onto the goal lane. The respect is going, but the eject has been used. Oh my god, the cotton call has been called out, and the arrow the creator shutting down the Jawhead over there onto the goal lane.
And that's a really great comp coming in from the side of IGN along with the Louis. I feel we talked about the diversion plays. That's something is making up for the for the previous game, and this match hopefully IGN does recovers the loss.
Definitely true, and here we can see, the third neutral operative onto the river area, and already the team Autism are starting with advantage of the day, and I guess they're gonna get this onto their hands, and the joy has already gotten, but the curtain calls has been called out by the CC, and the Zosin out there sustaining the damage as well. The ejector has been used by the joy, a lot of damage coming from Louis, but the edit has been shut down as well. The CC getting the kill. The Shepherd is ready to on to the as well. The Batang out there zoning on with the face strike, but the Batang has been shut down by the arrow on the creator over there.
I mean, for now, Aaron has stacked up with the penetration items as well as the Sky Pacer has been set to the 20 stacks right now. I mean, he's having a fun time just, getting on to the kills and, getting the hand to the opponents. But for now, if we talk about rotation, which is doing a really commendable job here. But look at that, CC getting
Enjoyed onto the CC, but the CC is able to fall, like able to survive that, ejected. The damage just came out upon her, and yeah, she is falling back into the base to get her HP back as well. A lot will be spawning soon into the area in around 55 seconds. So let's see whether the team actually will be getting their hands onto this lot as well. Looking onto the, like the map right now, the IGN have already, taken down the bottom lane as well. The goal lane, first tier turrets, and also the mid lane tier turret has already fallen down. And if they get a lot onto their hand, they will be able to take down the tier turrets as well.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, the goal lead from the side of IGN is getting hefty by every second now. Look at that. They do have a 5k goal lead for themselves. Like the previous match, I mean, that was Autism, which were in advantage. I mean, I guess it's the Granger factor here kicking in. But I mean, let's see. But for now, IGN Respect is getting chased out.
And the respect has been shut down under his own turret. 3 people ganking up upon him as well. The Lord is into the river area as the jungler has been shut down. They need to not, let the team Autism start with a lot and get the hand, but the ejector coming in from the joint as well. The edit out there giving a, good sustain and, just distracting out. And the cotton cross has been called out by the CC, giving a good damage out by the yo-yo blaze, and they have already let them the team Autism to fall back from this Lord fight.
That's the thing. Hoping from the both of the sides as they don't want to low. I mean, miss out on this. Even the minor objective, but I mean the little objective there here. I mean, which they're pursuing, which is a lot important as it would help them to push the turrets as well as push the base with spawn. But for now, Respect would be getting the turtle as well as Myro would be getting the kill for Blue here. I mean, such a low HP hero, but then look at that fist crack unleashing in the turret, and somehow IG and Nero would be falling back. But look at that. I mean, Aaron the creator finishing off Kelra right away, taking the previous match's revenge as he was not able to escape. Using the Haret.
Definitely, the best thing about the CC is he has the mobility. He has the attack damage with the yo-yo blitz as well. The cotton calls to slow down the movements as well. They have joy as well. The Aaron the Creator has been taken down, and the Lord is marching from the middle lane, and also the second tier turret has fallen down of the EXP lane. I mean, this first Lord, like giving good setup of advantage for the team IGN as well. The diversion has been used by the Louis over there because she knew like they have to fall back, they have to retreat because the team Autism will be depending on the first Lord very easily.
I mean, that's the thing. For now, I mean, for Autism, I guess the scenario of comeback lies in the hands of Badang. I mean, if we connect a really good, I would say, fist crack along with the fist opening, and then follow it up with a fist break. I mean, that would provide such good opportunity for his team. But the main issue in this match is Shepard is not being able to dive in that deep as current Collins are really annoying them. And look at the diversion was put up trying to gank someone on to the top lane, but anyways nowhere was there to give out the site and I mean save the day for her team.
Definitely, and right now the team IGN are one by one taking away the turrets of the middle lane, of the bottom lane, and from the top lane. I mean, a good strategy out there, getting the objective, taking down the turrets because it will be really helpful. While they will be taking the second lot, it will be really easy for the lot to just go in, and just take down the inhibited because the passive, the blessing has been already gone away of the team Autism.
I mean, that's true. Autism have not gave up that much. I mean,
Okay,
thrown that
yeah,
much.
now diversion coming in from the Louis, but not she will be not be teleporting to anywhere else. So looking onto the river area, the second lot will be respawning soon into the 15 seconds. So let's see who will be winning the retribution battle over there into the second, the lot dance.
And yes, respect has not. I guess I mean respect obviously has a higher retribution grade because he's already level 15. Meanwhile, Joy is on to level 14. So I mean, respect wouldn't be having an advantage over the Lord right now. But then look at the Moscow trying to split push. The team fight has been started.
Is gone out over there. The teleportation has been used. The diversion by the Louis over there, trying to distract out the team. Both of the team have started with the Lord dance over there into the river area, and as well the team Autism is starting out there. The Joyce near the Lord, and she's starting out there. Another team fight breaking in as well. The edit has went in, for the sustain as well. The ejector has been used onto the Miria over there. The Cosmicals has been used over the Joy. Oh my gosh, the Joy is really low onto the HP, but I guess Muriel is getting, sandwiched over there as well. The Moscow is really low onto the HP, and meanwhile, the Aaron the Creator shutting down the Badang over there. Oh my god, the ejector has been used for the survival purpose, and they're trying to chase on to that Joy. The CT using the Yo-Yo Blitz, and the Respect will be shutting down the Joy over there as well. The Aaron the Creator going in, and the CC getting a kill onto the Navaria. Oh my gosh, a lot of action, a lot of cinema has happened into the river area.
And I mean, that was a complete chase down from the side of IG and Autism are getting picked up one by one. I mean, the rotation from Sneak was not that correct. I mean, and look at that respect, securing the Lord for his team. I mean, creating an advantage. And this match, I mean, Aizen looks a lot stronger than the previous match. But anyways, we can't underestimate the team Autism. They have also, lowered the gold gap as it has lowered down to the 3K gold lead mark. So I mean, we do expect a lot from I guess Autism too, because in previous match they just ruined the game for IGN, and this match they are hopefully setting up for a comeback. So let's see.
Still not much from the bottom lane right now as well. The theater is already fallen down, and only the inhabitants are standing for the team Autism. And I don't know whether they will be able to defend out or the match will be ending over here. As well, the Lord has marched in and charged into the inhabited turret as well. The Moscow is there to defend out. Another team fight will be breaking in. Both of the team are waiting for a correct moment to just launch upon each other.
Man, I mean, at this point, IGN can't, I mean, kill recklessly as the Padang is there, and you can't even deny, the mobility of Shepherd. I mean, the joy. Yeah, so I mean, they need to position themselves really well, and I mean, they do have a Louis, so they do need to take the crowd control advantage, and would likely to, charge in with a diversion here. So let's see.
Definitely now the match is getting heating up. The match is getting intense right now. We are into the 16 minutes into the second match, and already okay, we have been called out for a pause, I guess, like from which team they're having a little bit of network issue or maybe, some problems, and we will be solving out. Our organization will be, looking forward to this problem, and we will be, just coming back and, continuing the match again. So guys, don't go anywhere, stay tuned with us. And meanwhile, Burger, looking into this situation, the IGN are leading with a 3K gold upon them as well. They are having a good setup for them. They are having the upper hand, and they are already taking down the turrets of the team Autism. And do you think getting the third lot onto their hand, they will be able to end up the match over here?
That could be the scenario as they're leading so much, and even though I mean, even Aaron is having so high stacks on his Sky Piercer. So I feel that would be kind of easy. But then announcement is up, guys. IGN called in for a pause here. So we would be looking out for what reasons. Maybe the network, there is a network issue or something, because that's the most probable thing that could happen during a match. But anyways, if we talk about the goal difference, it's 3K. To be, I mean, not to be exact, but then approximately, if we talk about. So let's see. Okay, the reason is okay. So okay, one of the players, I mean, frame per second is dropping, so he has to restart the game. I mean, that's the thing. Already you have lost a match. If you lose again, I mean, it would be over for you, and you won't be proceeding to the semifinals. So let's see. Okay, the game has been resumed, and we are back into the line of dawn.
Definitely, and right now, a serious tension is building up on both of the team because it is a do or die situation for the team IG and as well for the team Autism. Because the team Autism, if they lose the match, they will be going towards the third match again, and if the IGN lose this match, they will be getting out of the journey. So it's kind of a really pressure building up upon both of the team. And right now, the third lot will be respawning soon into the river area. So let's see who's gonna get the lot into their hands, who's gonna win the retribution battle over here.
And I mean, talking about the hypers, obviously, I guess IGN Respect is leading right now with the retribution power, but then you can't deny the effect. I mean, retribution coming in from the side of Joy or Shepherd, I would say, because previous match we saw how he stole two turtles, and I mean, even this match he stole a turtle from the hands of Soyu. So we have to wait and watch what is gonna happen further in this match, as the third, I mean, Lord has spawned in the riverside.
Definitely, we can see the lot is into the river area. Another fight will be breaking in. Another action will be happening into the river area as well. The team Autism trying to get the river control into their hands, also, kind of starting the lot over there.
And I mean, yeah, Shepherd. I mean, look at that. Sorry, Badang is just cornering out everyone just so that, I mean, Shepherd could have the turtle for himself really easily. But let's see. I mean, the Edith is here. Not much he can do. Aaron would be finishing off Kelra here. A great gank, but then Shepherd would be taking in the turtle for the revenge.
I mean, the goal laner, the Moscow has been taken down as well. The Batang shutting down the respect over there. Oh my gosh, the goal laner, the jungler has been taken down as well. A lot is marching from the top lane, and I guess the team IGN needs to fall back as well. The Witch has been taken down by the Joy as well. The Arrow, the Crate taking the revenge onto that Joy. Oh my gosh, the Yo-Yo Blades onto the play, dealing a lot of damage onto Penny Dragon, and the double kill for the Arrow, the Crate onto the Joy. But the Lord is marching there, and the team IGN need to clear out, need to defend out this Lord.
I mean, that's the thing, man. Having a Granger does provide you with a lot of dashes and damage, as well as range with this Sonata. But then Blue needs to play it really smart because she's getting cornered out.
And right now, looking onto the mirror, he's playing out very well, and you're trying to zone out the team Autism as well. He's dealing a quite amount of good damage, and with the cotton calls, with the hero blade, he's kind of annoying the Autism. And right now we can see, team IG and the top lane inhibited has fallen down. Both teams are into the same position, same situation, and they both are desperate to win this match. I don't know what's gonna happen next, because the fourth lord will be respawning soon into the river area. Which team will be getting the lot, because it can be a deciding factor for both of the team, because the Aizen inhabitants are falling down as well. There is only the inhabited standing of the team Autism. The fourth lord, whoever will be getting, they will be having advantage onto their hands to win this match.
And I mean, it's not just a simple Lord. It's a 20-minute. It's gonna be the 20-minute Lord. So I mean, it would be the heaviest Lord you could ever face with. And then you also have them, huge minions following in, super minions following in along with that, and also the Lord blessing, which enhances the damage of the light party. So I mean, whichever team takes the Lord will be, I guess, winning this match because both of the teams are left down with the inhibitors. And I mean, Autism did got an inhibitor for themselves at the top lane, so they are already having a late advantage as the super
Definitely, we
minion
can
force has
see
been
that
launched.
the diversion coming in from the Louis over there. Oh my gosh, as well, the Cutter guns has been used onto the Badang, but another team but breaking in, and the Aaron the Creator has been shut down. Oh my gosh, by the Joy out there. So the respect is getting squeezed out, and the Witch also. Will it be the end because the witch has been taken down and no, the respect has been shut down. He wasn't able to survive. Only the CC's out there with the Carbuncle, with the Hero Blade trying to take down that Joy, but I don't know. She will be able to, survive out. She will be able to defend out alone because four of the members of the team IGN has been fallen down. They has been taken down, and four of the members of the team Autism are there. And with the last hit onto the crystal, the second match ends here, and the winners are the team Autism. Oh my
Victory!
gosh, the underdog team just win this match of tonight. What a surprise, Virgo! What an exciting match coming from the underdog teams as well. The IGN also played out very well.
I mean, what else could I say? These underdogs, this underdog teams are really playing out well in this tournament. Specifically, if I say, the previous match, Shefford. I mean, he just played too good, man. And even this match, he got the MVP. I mean, well deserved, to be honest. As well as, I mean, the main setup for their core, it was none other than Badang. And I mean, he did a really fine job at, looking at the situations and, initiating fights. And then you also had Joe had with the ejector play. So it was really a full team combination. And I mean, we were really skeptical for them as, Vivich was on the Louis and the early game was, you know, in the hands of Team IGN, and they also did have the Granger. But anyways, I guess Autism just showed in. It's always, you can't expect, the top tier teams would be winning because, the competition is rising higher day by day, so you can expect a lot from the underdog teams too. So, taking in for the team underdogs, it's gonna be Autism.
And at the last moment, the autism literally played out well. A great setup by the
Yeah.
Patang going in, and zoning out as well. The directly targeting onto the Aaron because he was dealing a lot of damage. He was, carrying out the team, and they just shut down the Granger over there. And after that, one by one, the respect got squeezed out as well. The Louis was taken down, and even the Zuzin was taken down, and only the CC was present at the moment, and she was not able to do that much amount because she's not a sustainer. She is a damage dealer, and like she was not able to defend out properly. And I guess, I told you, the edit is great hero, a great tank, but still, it is better to play out the edit onto the EXP lane. Even in the roam, she can, sustain, but still, it needs a good time. I mean, a good team coordination for the team for the edit, and she is better into the EXP comparing to the roam position.
I mean, wait a second. You know, we are not done yet. We also do have the giveaway for tonight. So, should I tell them, or will you tell them how do they participate in the giveaway?
I guess you should tell.
Okay. It's okay, guys. So I guess haven't got the announcement, but then all you guys just need to spam the word Starlight if you wanna win this giveaway, because it's gonna be a Starlight card giveaway for today. So yeah, spam as much as possible. I mean, why don't you take a shot in this giveaway?
I don't want to. Because I'm very unlucky in giveaways. I don't get any much. But somehow I win some two giveaways, and after that, I don't expect anything because my luck doesn't shine like the Layla's does. The destruction rush that shines away with the time to shine, and she just, gets some kills onto hands. I'm not that much lucky because I always miss out her ultimate. Whenever I'm doing the ultimate, my network is gone, and my destruction rush is somewhere in the opposite direction, and my team is like, what is wrong with this Layla?
I mean, what
Such a
should I say about myself? always have been unlucky, not just in giveaway, but in most of my uh, let's not get too personal here, but anyways guys, I mean, you guys could be the lucky one here, so spam out the word Starlight, and you do get a chance to win the Starlight card. you know I mean, that's really awesome. You also get the Aurora crystals for free, and a free skins. So just spam the word as much as you can. I mean, show enthusiasm, guys. It's for
Definitely, and
300 diamonds. I mean, that's not less.
I mean, you will be getting the CC's new Starlight skin. That is the circus
Yeah, yeah.
river area, and it's kind of really pretty and beautiful because I've already used it. Or you can just win the Starlight and give away to your girlfriend and make her happy because your happy girlfriend is a happy day for you.
I mean, that speaks a lot. So, guys, as mentioned, just bring out anyone. I mean, whoever plays in, your cousin, your brother, your friends, whoever it is, just bring them out into, the live section, the comment box, and just let them spam the word Starlight, and maybe they could also stand a chance to win the Starlight here. And so, what do you think? I mean, which Starlight has been the most significant to you in this year?
CC.
Okay, so can you
I mean,
elaborate a bit?
I'm so happy because she's the type of hero which I can relate, and she has kind of my type of personality, my type of character. She has, the way she is, and I really love this hero. And I just got that CC started, and I'm so happy.
I mean, that's something that you take as a personal preference. I mean, most of the most of the people go for the effects as well as the hero. I mean, if that's their main hero, they will probably go for it. But okay, guys, you do. Okay, the timing is up till the start. So starlight till then, and we would be getting you the name of the winner, whoever is the lucky one. So just try your luck this time.
And be a lucky girl or lucky boy tonight. I just remember, forget talking about the lucky. I just remember that cartoon. It used to come from that hangama. It's like lucky cookie biscuit and like toothpaste. Okay, guys, the time is up till the 11:05, so you have I guess it's 11:01 already, and you have only 4 minutes into your hands. So spam the starlight over there, bring your friends out there, and you'll be getting the lucky one to get the starlight.
Man, I mean, just try your luck, man. It's gonna be for free. So what's wrong in participating? And I mean, I would have, but then I know my luck, so it's of no use participating. So just you guys try your luck, and I mean, you do have a chance to win, a weekly, sorry, a Starlight Pass. So yeah, it's like a what of fortune. So not a fortune, but then I mean, a Starlight getting a Starlight for free is a really amazing thing. So yeah, a very joyous thing, I would say. You could get happy.
Um, you can just get the starlight and you can wait for a correct moment to use up, getting the Julian, the joy, because the starlight skins are upcoming are the joy, Julian, and there is a Mia starlight coming soon. So, you can just wait for a correct moment and use a starlight and get that skin if you're that hero user.
I mean, look at that. You already so guys do participate and probably get lucky. So what do you think? Like, Uh, like, I mean, what did you find the most attractive thing about this CC Starlight skin?
Her hair, it looks so pretty. It's looking so beautiful, so cute. And I love playing her, she's a very cheerful hero into the MLBB and she has a cheerful personality and she's just out there going and annoying them a lot. And I just love to see how she talks, her voice and everything. I just love everything about this hero. And also that beautiful skin she have already got. Finally, Munton creating some skin for the CC. Please give more skins to her. As well to the Phobias also.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
for the
that's it.
same thing. I really want Phobias, like to get some skins to him as well. I have seen, the Phobias Starlight also this year, so I hope he will be getting more skins because he's a really great hero onto the X clan and he deserves the skins. Please, Munton, please give him skins.
Are already planned for 2 minutes, so we are left on the hand and we well, I will not have it. It's gonna be too late to wrap up. But still, um, I mean, as far as I mean, a lot of you guys could actually participate in. I'll just spam the word Starlight here, so just keep spamming. Okay, it's 11:04 already, and I mean, for now, we just only could expect. And I see the chat filled up with the word Starlight. I mean, I could press into, but then no, 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 no. My luck. Probably I would be getting a minus Starlight. So you never know. So let's see. Okay, it's already time, so we would be, I guess, drawing in soon. Uh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Winner draw at 11:05, so it's already 11:05, and we're gonna have the name of our winner really soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, do stay tuned. I mean, we are drawing in now. We are drawing in now, so let's see who will be the lucky one uh, who received this starlight.
I guess Burger, we already got the winner, so will you do the honor to announce the name of the winner?
I mean, okay, it's Tandir Dorji who just won in for the Starlight. So congratulations to him. And I mean, reach out to us, and you would be getting the Starlight as soon as possible. So I mean, with all along, I mean, all the payments, whatever. Okay, too much. So for now, Tandir Dorji just to have a screenshot and you know head in to our community box and I mean reach us out. So we would be, having your ID and getting you, your most deserved starlight. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, me Burger along with you now would like to take an excuse for today
Is
as
there
the
any
semi-final.
something before going?
Yeah, do you want to say something?
Yeah, everyone, thank you for joining today. And we'll be giving more giveaways. And stay tuned with us. And don't forget to subscribe the channel before leaving. And thank you so much, Sanjay, for like telling me like will be getting the started because I didn't join. So, anyways, thank you so much for the luck and wishes. And guys, good night for tonight. And we will be coming back tomorrow again. So, good night, Shabakir. Have a sweet dreams. Bye bye.
As you mentioned,